with see your value. You see how I'm sitting right here, and everybody you just named is sitting right here with me. My partners are sitting right here. Everywhere I go, my partners are with me. If I'm in Dubai, if I'm in Africa, if I'm in Morocco, if I'm in Ghana, you there with me. Because I'm a rep this set. You got to show your partners how valuable you are.
That's right.
Do you just do what's required, or do you go above and beyond?
Right.
I want to go above and beyond.
I never ran from anything because I never had nobody to go to. I've always had that, where I'm going. Home to get me. Ain't nobody there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've always been in a situation where
got-
I'm forced to deal with it myself, so.
Let me tell you what comes on the road to success. If recently, at any point in the last 12 months, you've experienced doubt, at any point in the last 12 months, a lot of fear or anxiety on the road you're on, or if you've experienced those emotions recently about what you're doing, you feeling like an imposter, like you have imposter syndrome, like nobody knows, I don't really know what I'm doing. You're on the road that I think you should be on, the right road, the road less traveled.
Surround yourself with people that's just as hungry and eager to learn, eager to succeed as you are. And don't let nobody talk you out of your vision because they can't see it. I think that's the biggest mistake I ever made because, you know, we all have visions, each and every last one of us. Every human being on earth has a purpose and has a vision or something that they can contribute. It comes to us first by way of a vision, something that you see in your mind, an idea that you have. Nobody else had it, it's yours. And the first thing we usually do is go to our peers and go to the people around us and tell them of our vision. And because they don't have the same vision or they don't believe that they could achieve, properly execute this vision. First thing they say, no, man, you can't do that. What you won't do that for, man? Ain't nobody did. And the first thing we do is like, damn, that might be a dumb idea. Let me just. And then a year later, you'll see another motherfucker who just done got shot through the roof doing the exact same thing that you just said.
I wanted to be a gangster. I'm a thug, but I'm a nice person. I'm a thug by survival. I have to be to survive, not because I want to be. I don't want to hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? I want to survive. I want to make money. I want to be in business. I want to do it. But what's honest about the world is that no one's going to let me do that. So that's where the thug comes in. But if everybody just left me alone, I'd be a nice person.
I'm not being normal. I'm not a normal person, and that comes with self-confidence. Like, I think everybody in here, no matter who you are, what you feel like you look like, or what you feel like you got against you, I think you should always feel like that you special. That's how I always got girls. Like, a girl didn't give me her number back in the day, I was like, all right, that's on you. I still remember. Seriously, I just always felt like I was special, and some people would call it cocky, but I just believe to make it far, you got to believe in yourself way more than anybody else would believe in you. Don't let nobody else tell you what you can't do.
Here's my advice to you today. Walk away from the 97%. Don't talk like they talk. Don't act like they act. Don't go where they go. Don't specialize in what they specialize in. Throw away the blame lists they cling to. Start you a new life.
You better go out there and create your own world, or you're going to be a visitor in somebody else's world. You're just going to be visiting. You're just going to be traveling through. You're not going to be able to call no shots. You're not going to be able to make no rules. You're not going to be able to make no decisions in somebody else's world. When I say create your own world, go somewhere, man, and create what you want for your life. Create the world that you want. You create the world that you want when you don't just keep jumping in other people's worlds. When you say to yourself, this is who I am. I'm going to...
Way too much out of your league, actually. I hate everything about you. I don't want you to be here right now. Please leave. Let's get the professional in here, please. Is Zico around, guys? Can we get Zico in on here? Rich, get out of here, please. Just leave.
Round of applause for Rich getting fired. Don't leave me. Not again.
Just like old times, Rich. Enjoy Call of Duty or whatever the fuck you do in your off time. Yeah, get out of here.
He was very excited for this, but we're more excited to fire him.
Well, just maybe they've got what it takes, though. While we unbox the system, let's talk a little bit more about the StarForge Systems team. It was created by a collection of Twitch streamers, notably Moist Critical.
All right, how's everybody doing? Holy, hold on, wait a minute. It's like stuff I gotta get up in here. Give me a second. All right, there we go. Am I good? Am I good? What's everybody up to these days? Jesus, I'm struggle streaming. I ain't prepared. If you haven't noticed, it's just been a hectic day getting these goddamn court documents. Texas courts, they moving slow like molasses down there, man. Let me tell you something there, boy. They moving slow. Slow is an understatement. But I do have a great stream plan for you today. Give me a second to get into some things, to put some things on the screen. How's everyone doing? You on YouTube, like the goddamn stream. Give me a second. I gotta log into my Insta. I had a good moment today. You know, somebody pulled up on my ass. It was like, hey, Henry, you've been talking big shit. You've been coming at me hard. Pause. I was like, what you talking about? They was like, nah. Don't pull that shit right there, boy. Nah. How's everybody doing? Look, man. It's been so long since I didn't stream. I didn't got out of the ordeal of streaming. And where am I at right here? All right. I gotta check the numbers, see where we at. All right, so if you're looking at the screen, right, that is me and a member of the Resilient Army out here. They pulled up on my ass. They said, hey, I'm in your city. You know, I'm coming to check you about all that Green Ranger talk. You like Green Ranger, you know, Jason David Frank, you know, this guy Brent, you know, he'd been very critical of JDF, and he had to pull up on me and give me a piece of his mind. And people was like, yo, wait. They like, Henry, how tall are you? How tall are you? I told you guys I'm like 6 feet tall. Y'all like, no way. All right. You're right. I'm like 5'11", but then I put shoes on. I'm 6 feet, and I stayed on my tippy toes. I'm like 6'3" or whatever. You know, us short guys got to do what we got to do. But anyway, shout out to Brent, guys, and we'll get into that. We'll get into all that. But if you don't know who I am HenryResilient, aka the XQC court case guy. Even though I probably ain't been doing the best of jobs, they like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, man, I've been on vacation. I had my goddamn daughter this weekend. We out at freaking amusement parks. We doing everything. And they like, well, we kind of need an update. Like, we really want to update with XQC and what the hell's going on with him. And there has been some developments. You like, goddamn. And I know he's streaming right now, but hey, look, man, I got to do what I got to do to keep y'all in the loop. You know, I know he puts on a great face. And shout out to him, because he has to. And give me a second. Let me make sure we go in. You like, what the hell's going on with XQC? All right, so we got one thing going on with XQC that we gonna give you an update on. You like, Henry, did you get some documents? You know the court case sealed. I'm like, yeah, I got a little something for y'all. Just a little something. You know, Adept is look, man. You make no mistake. Make no mistake on what Adept is trying to do, and it may look like she's not winning, but you know, the only people who's winning right here are the goddamn lawyers. The lawyers like, the lawyers are like, I got money. They're like, hey, the longer this shit go on, the more money they make. And let's get this stuff up here. And y'all like, Henry, you do not have new court documents. The shit's sealed. How could you, of all people, have anything on? Like, look, bro. Look. We just got to keep it on the low-ski. We know she watched my stream. All right. We know she watching my shit. She watching me. She's stalking. I ain't gonna say she's stalking me or anything, but it is what it is. And you know, look, shout out to Brent. He's in the chat, right? He knows. If you guys wonder, right? You like, Henry, what the hell happened? I talked to Brent for like 3 hours. 3 hours. 3 hours on my goddamn off day, and he got me for 3 hours. And he knows about the inside joke, and some people know about the joke too, where they say, is he married? Is he married? Is he like, oh gosh, guys, I be covering some things that are like what I think is 10 times way more interesting than XQC being married, but it does not fail, without fail, every time. Hey man, is he married though? Like this shit with NoPixel, you like, you got new NoPixel? Like, yes. You like, you could not possibly have new NoPixel court documents. Yeah, I do. And we could put one up on the screen right now. This, oh man, I'm gonna have to make it big. We got new, Jesus. Can y'all see it? Is it blurry for y'all? I don't know. I got a new system. I didn't have access to my regular stuff, so it looks like it might be a little blurry or whatever. But yeah, new NoPixel stuff, and they got a new hearing on the 21st. We got a new motion to dismiss, and we got some leaked emails. You like you Henry? No way. You got emails. Like there's exhibit 1, right? Let's keep it going. I think I got an order. What's this? This is a fucking email. This is an email. Let me see if I can zoom in for y'all with hopefully it don't. It's getting blurry. It's getting blurry. So if it's getting blurry for me, it may be getting blurry for y'all. Give me a second. There we go. There we go. It looks like you guys can see it. Let me make sure. Give me a second. I gotta check everything. All right. Yeah. I'm over here like, is it blurry? All right. So yeah, guys, this is an email. That was sent on February 6th. Look, confidential settlement shit. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it all. I promise you. So when people are talking like, well, do I have new stuff? Yes, because I know some people be like, hey, man, you don't got nothing new. I be like, guys, I do got shit new. I do. So anyway, now that we got that out the way, let's get to today's topics. Like, what are we talking about today? We gonna go over some LSF stuff. Do I want to put this up here? I don't want to put this up here. All right, what are we talking about today? Oh shit, I can put it up here. I forgot. I got to get used to streaming with OBS, guys. I do. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna have to bear with me. So what are we talking about today? We obviously gonna talk about the Brent stream. We're also gonna talk about some LSF clips. Then we gonna go into NoPixel, and then finally we obviously go in with XQC. Now, you guys know, you know the vibes when it comes to XQC court docs and new stuff and goals and motives and content. If you get me to a certain amount of likes, we can cut all the BS and we can go straight to XQC. I promise you. And I will not delay. XQC is kind of quick. The longest thing today will be NoPixel. NoPixel. Oh, look at this. Someone say, hey. NoPixel viewers are max drama and rarely donate to streamers. All right, speaking of donations, guys, I do this pro bono, and I was explaining this to Brent. If you would like to donate, you can via super chat or the tipping page. I don't got TTS set up yet, but hopefully by the end of the week, with me being on vacation, I can have that set up for you guys. However, if you don't want to do that, you can donate via super chat or Cash App $HenryResilient. It's up on the screen. Or if you like, you know what, I'm not fucking with you. I'm not donating to you. Do me one favor, right? If you on YouTube, like the stream. There you go. It's free. You can it's for free, and I don't even charge for that. I don't even charge. Not even an appearance fee. Not even an appearance fee. So with that out the way, guys, all you got to do, juice my ass up on the likes, and we can go straight to XQC court docs. And I know y'all like, yo, you got XQC court docs. I'm like, guys, I wouldn't BS you. I know who's testifying, and I actually kind of know what they're going to say. I know why that they were calling this person to testify. And I was like, this is, man, this shit's all bad for X. I mean, in all honesty, I have to choose my words wisely because I know like people are watching. It could go either way. All right. So it could go either way with XQC. And I'll just keep it gangster like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to TJ Lawrence. All right, so let's get into the content. You guys know who I am. You know what I do. Let's first off, for all the Power Ranger fans up in this bish, let's go to the Brent stream. We'll come right out the gate with the Brent stream, guys. Right out the gate. So there is me. There is Brent. And if you don't know who Brent is, he's the guy who has been very persistent, if you will, when it comes to Jason David Frank. And the clip where Jason David Frank said, I don't charge at Comic-Cons. If you want to buy something, you do. If you don't, you don't. However, it's the first part. I don't charge at Comic-Cons, which he really took offense to, and he could probably be in the chat. He'll probably, hey, look, you say his name 3 times, he'll pop up. But we had a great conversation. It was productive. For 3 hours, we sat there. We talked Power Rangers. We talked my content. We talked other content creators. We talked JDF. So how did this meeting come about? It came about with Brent sliding into my goddamn email, which, most people know you can email me at, HenryResilient@gmail.com. And he said, hey, I want to meet you. I'm going to be in your city. And I said, oh, are you really going to be in my city? He said, yeah, I'm going to be in your city. So I was like, oh, all right, whatever. People say, now, look, guys, don't get any ideas. Don't think like, hey, I'm going to be in your city and I'm going to whatchamacallit. A level of comfort has been established between me and Brent, despite our different viewpoints on JDF. So he said he's going to be in my city. Next thing you know, he was like, hey, I'm in your city. Do you need proof? And I'm like, wait. You in my city? He was like, I'm here. I'm here to check your ass about JDF. So I'm like, all right, give me your phone number. Let me call you. So I call him. I start, giving him a little couple questions. And you can hear the sincerity in his voice that this guy was really in my goddamn city. And when he hit me up, he was like, I'm in your city. I was like, hey, I am out with family. I'm with my daughter. We at like an amusement park. I could probably meet you tonight, but it's going to be some hours. He said, cool. Don't trip. I'm here for the whole goddamn weekend. I'm like, God damn, he persistent or whatever. Now, if you don't know, Brent is a millionaire and he has a private jet. Okay. And he is a angel investor in the Power Rangers franchise. So, I got money. He got money. All right. He got money. So he said he was in my city for the weekend. I looked at my schedule, tried to work some stuff out with a babysitter. And next thing you know, I'm like, hey, look, I'm not going to be able to meet you till Monday morning. I got my daughter. No babysitter. It's just me and her. I mean, I could meet you with my daughter, but she 3. She want daddy's attention 100% of the time, all day, every day. So fast forward, I say, hey, since you're in my city and I can't see you today, here's some things for you to do today. So I give him some recommendations. And lo and behold, he did it. Now, look, I'm not a tourist, so if you're in my city, I'm like, is this going to be open? I'm like, dude, I don't know. I've never been there. Or I've been there once, maybe a long time ago, but this is the cool things people do. So fast forward, Monday morning, about 7:30, I'm like, hey, here's the Starbucks. We can meet here. I'll see you at Starbucks right after I drop my daughter off at daycare or her grandmother's house. So boom, we meet, we chill, we chop it up. Coincidentally, we like the same coffee-based drink or whatever, which is a Carbo Ribbon Crunch Frappuccino. I get mine with no whipped cream. He likes whipped cream. Hey, to each his own. And then we talk, we chill, we talk about Power Rangers, we talk about JDF, we talk about pretty much all of my content, other content creators. He talk about his gripe with JDF. And next thing you know, I look up 3 hours later, and then he tried to bait my ass. He was like, hey, before you go, can you admit that JDF lied? And I was like,
nope.
No. So here's the issue, guys. I'll break it down to you. The whole JDF doesn't charge at Comic-Cons, and Brent, conveniently left off the part where he says if you want to buy something, you can. If you don't, you don't. But let's just say JDF stopped at he doesn't charge at Comic-Cons. So how did I break it down? Basically, was like, look, if JDF is in Kazakhstan or Aruba, and someone is covering his appearance fee, and they basically say, hey, look, we want you to come, and we don't want you to charge anything for signatures or anything for pictures. We're paying this for our community. Here's your appearance fee, money up front. We just want your time. And sure, JDF goes, he does his thing, kids come, they have a experience with JDF where they don't have to pay, and boom. All is well and done, right? So in that instance, if someone was to say, hey, I met JDF and I got a picture and a signature and maybe a Funko Pop for free, that's a true statement.
That's a truthful statement.
But there are going to be people who may be older who may come across JDF and say, well, I saw the Brent stream and I paid $50 for a signature or whatever. That could very much well be the case, and they may feel slighted. But I don't interpret what JDF said to be a lie per se, because I can see it being truthful in certain circumstances, and that was Brent's whole crux. He was trying to get me down on it. But, long story short, we had a great, productive meeting. And no, I did not get on his private jet. Some people, hey, did you get on the private? No, I did not get on his private jet. So that was the whole Brent stream. And maybe when I figure out how to get people up here, we can add it. And I don't know if Brent is in the chat. He can attest to the truthfulness of what I just said or was not true. I'm sure he's in the chat, and he'll probably like, no, Henry's telling the truth. That's how it happened. But as you can see, the smile on both of our faces. This was at the end of the meet and greet. I did not charge him an appearance fee. He went on, which I presume he made it back home safely since he was in the chat, and I went about my way. So now the people could not believe I met Brent in person. Like, look, hey, look who I met today. Look at the comments. These are the Power Ranger people. And this was some of the things that was said. Give me a second. No, he was flying out of a city close to me. And this is April. This is one of my mods. He lives around He was flying out. He had like a layover, whatever you want to call it. Private jet talk. And I said, look, pretty much he has the equivalent of a private jet at his disposal, which he does. And he told me about how he's able to travel to every goddamn Comic-Con he wants at a moment's notice. He just know that he called his pilot up and say, hey, I want to be in Atlanta this weekend. And next thing you know, they like, boom, Atlanta. What else? Oh, Jesus by Petty. Bougie Gentleman, he's just laughing at it. Shout out to Chanzo. Now Dia, she's like, the number one fan. And I would say, wouldn't say he's a fan, but he's definitely, he likes my style of content and my honesty. How cool is that? Damn, I didn't like that. Oh, it was pretty cool. That's crazy. Shout out to Isaac. Where the hell you been at, Isaac? We got another one of my mods. The number one fan in our community, best and really good friend. Yeah. Shout out to Bushido. Dude got put up on while wearing his pawn merch too. Look, man. I think this is goddamn TJ Lawrence. I don't know. Shout out to Nick, stalker alert. Hey, people be having smoke for Brent's ass. They be like, hey, Brent, you a goddamn stalker. And Brent may be a crypto millionaire. I did not ask about his investment strategy. And look, I should have charged an appearance fee, but I end up buying him the goddamn coffee. And don't think that everyone who's going to come up is going to get a goddamn coffee. But whoa, where did this happen? It happened at Starbucks. Pressing me about JD. But don't worry, I held the line, guys. I held the line. And, shout out to King Smith. Hey, it's a cool thing when you meet somebody. Now, look, y'all know I had another YouTube channel. And my ex-wife was trying to comfort that shit. And she low-key didn't get it. So I'm probably going to fire that joint up. But these are some of the comments, guys. Go check it out. And if you haven't seen the goddamn Brent stream, go watch it. Even people, hey, surprised he didn't write JDF sucks on your coffee, because look, we know how he feels about JDF. He don't hate him, but trust me, he ain't one of those favorites. But shout out to Brent for pulling up on my ass and making me
some respect on my name.
Put some respect on his name. So anyway, that was the Brent story, guys. What do you guys think? Was it cool? Was it whack? Shout out to you. Look, guys, I've never really met fans all like that. But hey, yes, he got the private jet money, man. So y'all need to get y'all money up so y'all too can get a private jet like Brent. All right, let's go on to the next topics, guys. I want to keep this quick. I'm trying to keep these streams 2 hours or less because I got to edit. And my editor got to edit. It's about to be a huge ordeal. Now, let's see where we at with the likes. Let's see where we at with Twitch. All right, so let's put the like number at, give me a second. If we can get to 75 likes on YouTube, we can go straight to XQC. The moment I hit 75, XQC, right then and there. We could talk about all the new developments that, you know, especially this stuff right here and what it means. And because this is the paperwork which I got right here for the subpoena. And we also have this right here, this motion. The response is motion for summary judgment and the notice of intent, guys. This shit is, you guys do not understand how desperate times can make people when they want to, quote unquote, get what they feel that they are owed legally. And trust me, lawyers will put whatever they can in your ear to make you go for broke. Except for mine. Mine was like, look, man, this shit's going on for 2 years. Just give her what the fuck she want. Just give her what she wants so you can go on with your life, because I can go on with my life. Like, my lawyer didn't goddamn had a baby. A whole baby. Then conceived and popped out a child. And I was like, damn, man, you divorced and you know how this shit is and you got a baby and you remarried. He was like, hey, man, it is what it is. So that's where we are with that. Now, let's go to some of this LFS shit, right? LSF been snapping. People have been snapping on LSF. I'm like, God damn. Now look, we got the first clip. Give me a second. Let me load these clips up. Clips.
Yeah, and
clips. All we got to talk about. Where's Charlie at with the goddamn clips? Where he at? And you know who been hot lately on LSF? Well, you know, they always pretty kind of hot, but they've been hot. I mean, it's been slow in the Twitch drama. But let's go. All right, so we gonna go to my man Nick, right? I know you like Nick. Yeah, man. You know Nick, he banned my ass from the goddamn cooking stream. I don't even know what to do. But you know, if you don't know, this is Daily Dose of Entertainment. This is probably one of the top YouTube channels, and what he does is he takes some of the viral clips, he composes them together, and people react to them. So Nick tried to jam his ass up and he asked him a very tough question. What is the question?
Yeah, and do you know who Hasan is?
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah. Do you like that guy?
I
Nope.
He's fine. Yes. He's fine.
Now look, he has to goddamn shuffle, right? You know why he has to shuffle? Because if he knows if he says anything negative about Hasan, his channel will get attacked by the Hasan fan base. They do not F around when it comes to Hasan. Unless you Destiny, then you can just say whatever the hell you want because, you know, Destiny people would trump Hasan's.
He's fine. He's fine. He's a very interesting person.
Yeah, he's gonna be the leader of America one day.
You think so?
Yeah, and we're all gonna. Have you heard about my idea?
What's your idea?
Yeah, and
all right. So this is the Hasan clip, guys. How do you guys feel about Hasan? Because guys, you do not want to risk you're, you know, being brigaded by his fan base, saying anything negative or anything that could be perceived as negative. So, hey, sometimes when you're a big content creator, you gotta play politics. You gotta keep that your true feelings to your chest. But not me. I just don't watch Hasan's content. I mean, that's just what it is. So anyway, next clip. Editor, make sure you goddamn clip that up and put that on the clips channel. Look, my editor, he should be watching live. I don't know. I told him I was whatchamacallit. Hey, just left Hasan. Shout out to the people who's like, yo, no. I was on Hasan, but I saw Henry has some new court docs, and we wanna see them shits. The emails is probably the most telling. Someone said, look, he's an annoying political. He's annoyingly political and everything. Look, guys, he got it. Look, here's the thing, right? If you a politician, everything's political. You got to politicize everything. You're like, Henry's streaming today. He's divorced. He should be married. You know, that's what the Dems were like. Hey, the Repubs is like, hey, get married. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, we ain't here to talk about that shit today. All right, let's keep going. We got more clips. Now, look, this clip is probably the funniest clip of them all. This is Malena. If you don't know who Malena is, right? Let me see. She is, hold on, let's get up out of here. You're like, who the hell is Malena and MP? What is this? NP? NP? LOL. All right, there we go. There we go. You know, this is her, right? This is, I mean, they're a couple, right? You know, this is America's or Twitch's hot item. Shout out to them. Hopefully they stay together forever. But I guess they were in Norway, and he gave her the all clear, guys. You know, she's strong and independent, but she still got to, I guess, check in with his ass before she jump out there. So here's the clip right here.
You can say whatever you feel like saying today. I won't hold you back.
Really?
Yep. Positive day.
I invited Miskiff to Norway. He said no. So can we get a hate thread for Miskiff on every single Reddit ever?
Damn.
Now, that is ironic considering NMP and Malena got plenty of hate threads on Reddit because of the age gap or whatever you want to call it. So now she's asking for a hate thread on goddamn Miskiff because he didn't want to go to Norway. Now, look, who wants to be a goddamn third wheel? Who wants to, right? Hey, we going to Norway. You want to come? Like, for what? Oh, it'd be cool for the stream. You sure? Yeah. Come hang out with us. Like, bruh, no. I see y'all enough. I don't want to see y'all in Norway. But I could be wrong. I don't know, Miskiff. You know, even though he slid in my DMs.
Positive arc, Miskiff was coming back, but fuck Miskiff. I'm with you guys.
Bro.
Fuck that guy.
You are just the worst person, Malena.
What else he's gonna do? Just watch Extra Emily fucking build bridges with duct tape across his pool?
Oh, shit, bro. She all the way violated, right? And I was like, wait, hold on, right? So I was like, there has to be some proof to this, right? She said, Extra Emily built a goddamn bridge with whatchamacallit? Give me a second. Extra Emily builds bridge with tape across the pool. And lo and behold, I searched that shit. And what do we have? Right there. I was like, God damn. Now look, you know, this could be all for content or whatever you want to call it. And I'm sure there's no beef. Hey, but sometimes there's a little truth behind every joke. And that's what we gonna say about that shit right there. All right. All right. Let's keep it going. Where we at with the likes? Did we get to our required XQC like number? We're about 23 short. All right. So 23 short. We'll keep going. One more clip. And look, guys, sometimes when you F around, you find out. When you F around, you find out. Give me the bottom. Give me this. And she's actually going viral for this. And look, this joke is hilarious. This is some stuff I'm probably going to steal. To be completely honest, I'm probably going to steal it.
Let me ask this guy. Excuse me, sir?
No, I found it.
Yes, what is it?
Hold on. Would you happen to know where Haywood is?
Now, would you like to happen to know where Haywood is, right? Now, this is the setup, okay? This is the setup. Now, wait for it, right? This is like a knock-knock joke. Haywood who?
Haywood, I think it's,
Yes, hey, would you blow me?
Motherfucker! Kill them! Shoot them now!
Let me ask this guy.
So look, yo, he had to destroy her goddamn ship. I don't know what game they playing, but hey, you know on Twitch, man, there be people playing these games and these RP games, and they be into that shit. Now look, not for me, but hey, to each his own. But shout out to her for coming up with this. Hey, would ya? And maybe I'm old because I ain't seen this shit, but let's let it run it back one more time, and then y'all can steal it. And if you steal it, you got it from me. Make sure you give her some credit for it.
Excuse me, sir?
No, I found it.
Yes, what is it?
Hold on. Would you happen to know where Haywood is?
Haywood, I think it's,
Yes, hey, would you blow me?
Motherfucker! Kill them! Shoot them now!
Let me ask this guy.
He clearly has no self-esteem, no sense of humor. I'm sorry. Hey, what the hell? Oh my goodness. Hey. She playing Sea of Thieves, all right? Like, look, we still in that goddamn joke for sure. For sure. Oh my goodness, guys. All right, I am crying over here because look, when I see these clips, I'm in like go mode. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna do this first, this second, this third, all right, and then we gonna go. All right, give me 1 second. I gotta go. Look, there we go. There's my water. I've been prepping for so long, I didn't forgot to grab my goddamn water. Hey, where your water at? I didn't forgot it. All right, we still a couple like short on the XQC stuff, but those are the clips. We gonna get to NoPixel. We gonna get to. I think I had some shit on my Insta. Now look, guys, we got to go through my Insta very carefully and slowly. And if you don't know, if you haven't seen the goddamn memes, TJ Lawrence be making these shits. He made the I got next meme, and he also made this meme. If you know, you know. I can't really go into too much detail or I'll get my ass demonetized. But anyway, let's go to my save stuff. Gosh, because we got a couple clips. And these clips are kind of like some follow-up stuffs. And we got white privilege. We got a Kaisenat motivation clip that's going to be whatchamacallit. There was a sighting. And I think you guys know where we're going with this sighting. Every now and then, some sea mammals come up to the top for air, and someone actually caught this one in 4K, I believe.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Now, I know what you guys are thinking.
I got that on video!
I think XQC saw this and then it inspired some tweets. I cannot be for sure because I cannot read his mind, but I'll run it back one more time.
Fuck!
One more time.
What the fuck? You got your fish on? What the fuck?
Look, here we go, right? This is how you know some shit about to come. When you start seeing the fish like, hey, they clamoring, they coming up, what's going on? You're like, is it a fisher net? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, we know who it is.
Henry, thank you so much.
Oh, shit! Now, look, the barnacles on it. This is, I believe, to be a large sea mammal. I can't make out which one it is. Maybe in the chat you guys could help me out to help me identify it. I know you guys are modern day marine biologists in the chat. I know Clarence, I think he just finished marine biology school. He may know what this creature is that we're witnessing come up out the water. Can you help us out, Clarence?
Hey! Oh shit! Oh shit! I got that on video! Holy fuck!
It happened.
What the fuck?
He dropping hella F-bombs, so we gotta keep it moving. We do have to keep it moving. Now look, I did watch Mario with my daughter this weekend, but this is not the version I watched. I was like, oh, you know, baby, I think this is a Mario. This is the new Mario or whatever. We went to watch the movie, and next thing you know, it's all in my goddamn algorithm. And you like, is it really? I'm like, yeah, it was in there. All right, what did it say, Henry?
Mario, I have captured the fruit.
Now hold on a second. You! What the fuck is your problem? You stupid cunt!
Wow, you're really mad.
What?
Like, Mario is a little on the abusive side. I don't know what to say about this. I am shocked and appalled. We need to reach out to Nintendo. We may need to do a boycott.
What number is this? Do you get off on being captured? You stupid bitch!
Easy there, buddy.
Do you think I don't have a life? Do you think I don't have shit to do? I'm a goddamn plumber!
Do you need me to step outside?
I've killed so many motherfucking turtles!
Oh, Mario, chill! What are you doing? Mario, what the hell?
If I see another one of those goddamn things!
They're just doing their job, man.
And don't even get me started on you fat fuck!
Yo, Mario is violating right now, man.
This is the last time! The last goddamn time I'm saving your stupid ass! We're gonna go home and guess what you're sucking!
Whoa, guys, cover your ears. I did not screen this. I am so sorry for Mario. He may have had a bad day, but we have to finish the clip.
Ah, balls!
When are we gonna do our fight?
If you wanna fight somebody, go find my fucking retard brother!
Oh, he dropping the R word. All right.
Sick of this shit!
All right. Mario's didn't had a bad day. We got to get away from Mario. I may have to write them and let them know that Mario is completely out of line out here and he needs to be stopped. Maybe you guys could band with me and whatchamacallit. Maybe you can write a letter to Nintendo so we can get that going. Now we do have a white privilege clip that, you know, I'm scared it's going to split the audience and we don't talk about race over here, but I know people are saying they cloned goddamn Jamie Foxx. They may have cloned his ass. Now look, here's the thing, right? We could play Jamie Foxx shit. Now look, it looked like he done smoked all the shit that he could smoke, right? Now let me tell you a story about Jamie Foxx. He's been MIA for a while. He's been MIA. And I remember I had the flu real bad. I didn't eat for like damn near 2 weeks. I came back about 30 pounds lighter. People were like, yo, what the hell happened? And this is Jamie Foxx. This is what we're getting. So everyone like, hey, play the goddamn tape. Let's hear what he got to say, y'all.
First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that's prayed, man, and sent me messages. I cannot even begin to tell you how far it took me and how it brought me back. I went through something that I
he almost died.
Thought I would never ever go through.
He almost died. No lie, no cap.
A lot of people were waiting, you know, or wanting to hear updates. But to be honest with you, I just didn't want you to see me like that, man. You know, I want you to see me laughing, having a good time, partying, cracking a joke, doing a movie, television show. I didn't want you to see me with
he said he disappeared and came back light skinned. Bro. Be odd.
Running out of me and trying to figure out first of all, if I was gonna make it through.
It's true,
to be
man.
Honest with you, my sister Deidre Dixon, my daughter Corinne Marie saved my life. So to them, to God,
amen.
To a lot of great medical people, I'm able to leave you this video. I cannot tell you how great it feels to have your family kick in such a way, and y'all know they kept it airtight. They didn't let nothing out. They protected me, and that's
they low-key did.
What I hope that everyone could have in moments like these.
Now, to be fair, guys,
by being quiet, sometimes things, get out of hand. People saying what I got. Some people said I was blind, but as you can see, the eyes are working. Eyes are working just fine. Said I was paralyzed. I'm not paralyzed, but I did go through.
He went through some shit,
and my road to recovery had some potholes as well.
Now look, guys, I got proof that he back to his normal self, and you like Henry, you do not got proof. You look, guys.
You dig, bro. You like to dig.
I do.
But I'm coming back, and I'm able to work. So I want to thank the people that let me work, and I just want to say that
I'm about to pull up the proof,
and I love all of the love that I got. And man, I know they talk about people crying on videos. You can do take two, but I'm not gonna do a take two. It is what it is, and
yeah, bro, don't be crying.
If you see me out from now on, and every once in a while I just burst into tears, is because,
bro, he happened to be alive.
It's been tough, man. I was sick, man, but now I got my legs. Like I said, I just want you to remember.
Now look, this is how we all happy for him, right? But here is proof that Jamie Foxx is back to being himself. Judge it how you like, but here's the proof. I'm just the messenger. All right, what does this say? What does it say, guys? Jamie Foxx is really back to normal. He's spotted out with a blonde woman. Hey, that's how you know you back. When you sick, the one thing men want to know is, hey, doc, I know I just died. I know people thought I got cloned, but does it still work? Doc, does what still work, Jamie? What are you talking about? No. Don't get too loud. Does it still work? Does what work, Jamie? My dick. And the doc was like, hey, you got to go test it out for yourself, man. You got to go test it out for yourself. And Jamie Foxx didn't waste no time. It's, he recovered on a Sunday. And I believe on a Monday, he was clapping cheeks. I can't confirm it. So all this is alleged. All right. All this is alleged. But shout out to Jamie Foxx, though, man. We are happy that he is back to where he's supposed to be. And even if that is with, hey, love is love, guys. Love is love.
Love of my life.
And if that's what he want, hey, so be it, man. We don't dick police on the Henry Resilient channel. Hey, if you wanna go that route, hey, go that route, bro. Yeah. Anyway, all right, guys, we're about to get into NoPixel. Let me check. NoPixel is rather gonna be a little bit long. I was hoping we would have hit the likes. Then I could have just went to the XQC, but hey, we about to be in NoPixel land for a little bit. Now. I know people are following this goddamn NoPixel. And we are going to, oh shit, my man S Tampa in the building. Hey, I'm sorry I'm late. What's the update about X? Oh, it's coming, S Tampa, man. It is coming up soon, but we have to get into this NoPixel lawsuit between you guys know. Let me type it up. Coil DW lawsuit right here. Images. It's coming up, as Tampa. Appreciate you for donating to the cause. Appreciate you. All right, so everyone kind of knows, I'm suing Coil. This whole NoPixel thing, man. This shit's been wild, and it is going to be a whatchamacallit. It's going to be it looks like it's going to be long, but then again, people are pushing to end this shit right now. So we're going to do a quick review where we left off. Let me go grab some water. Give me a second. I'll put a court document up for you guys to gnaw on. Or here is the whatchamacallit. Here is the whatchamacallit. Let me get the chat off so you don't get distracted or whatever. This is the court docket. So this is what I check almost every day. Give me a second. I gotta go grab some water. Oh shit. All right. So for all my NoPixel fans, you know, guys, I do not have a dog in this fight. I don't have anything. I don't even play on the NoPixel server yet, but you know, maybe Coil could let me on or whatever. As I was explaining to you guys, I was on his stream not too long ago, and he was talking a little loosely about the case, not too much because he didn't know what he could talk about, and he mentioned when I said, "Hey, everyone's asking him about the motion to dismiss deem mute right here." As you can see, let me make it bigger for you guys. The motion was deemed mute for his chance to dismiss, and he was like, "Well, guys, I don't know which motion was deemed moot to dismiss." And I was like, God damn, and I went back and I'm like, well, I saw the support thing and we covered his support of it, but it still didn't matter because it came before it was deemed mute. So what do we have here? We actually have, let's go back to the first amended complaint, right? So the first amended complaint, this is the new complaint that was filed by the lawyers. Give me a second. Let me make sure everyone's on board right here. This was filed by Tove, right? And they said, hey, we need accounting. And, they already said, hey, that NoPixel agreed. It was a affidavit of Tove's lawyer saying that, hey, NoPixel was in agreement that Tove owned half of the server. And we never got a response. And they submitted basically everything to say, hey, we had this meeting and we got the emails to say that you guys were in agreement that we owned half the server or whatever, right? And next thing you know, lo and behold, let's see if I can find the part where they talk about whatchamacallit. They owned it. And give me a second. They said they owned it based off DW's work. And Coyle was like, no, man. We have a perpetual irrevocable license. And Mr. Tracy's contribution to the NoPixel server, importantly, also set forth the correspondence. And this is where we were at. They're like, hey, we need the money. We need to know how much money we're owed. This was a huge ordeal, and this led to the motion to dismiss to getting deemed moot. All right. So now we have new documents, and if you guys want, I can actually pull up I'll pull up the whatchamacallit. Give me a second. Let me pull up we'll look at it live. We'll look at the docket live so you guys can see basically what I see when I go to look this stuff up. This is what I see, and this is just for NoPixel and CryptoZoo. XQC, I got to go through a different process. The OTK stuff, I have to go through a different process. Save cases. Give me a second. NoPixel. All right, give me 1 second. So you guys are going to see everything. Now, not too many people are going to take you guys behind the goddamn scenes like this. They're going to be like, no. We cannot show you this stuff. All right. All right. Let me make sure everything is as it should be. All right. Get that back down. All right. So this is the docket, right? So this basically tracks everything that happens in the court case. This is literally what I see. And when you go in, this is everything. This is where I pull all my court documents from. All right, so give me a second right here. Let me move me right here. All right. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about items 20 and 21. Okay, these were filed on the 21st. You see on the 12th right here, this is everything that was deemed mute. So all the motions to dismiss prior to 7/12 treat them as if they never happened per se. Okay. So now we have this notice of motion and motion to dismiss. It's filed by, COIL, and we have the order on motion to dismiss, which is filed by COIL. Now, look, when you say order to dismiss, it's basically COIL's team is filing. They say, hey, here's our new motion to dismiss, and here's the forum, Judge. All you got to do is sign it. Okay? And this is standard with everything, all right? So now let's go into the court docs, and since I'm like on vacation, we're going to look at the email stuff first. Okay? Give me a sec. We're going to look at the email stuff first because this is the most, I wouldn't say most important, but this is where everything is going to come from right here. And if it gets blurry, you guys have to let me know because my screen is crystal goddamn clear. All right, so this is part one. This is where they're going to talk about the emails. All right, this is now look, when I say you're getting emails, these emails are going to be confidential. Okay, but the thing about public record is once you submit it to public record, it's no longer confidential. It's for everyone to see unless you file it under seal, which they did not, which we're appreciative of, right? In the spirit of transparency. All right, so this was filed on 7/21, and we're about to go through it. And I have to do it a little different because my software, look, it is what it is. All right, so what do we have here? Hey, I'm Larry Zerner, declares as follows, which is, he is, give me a second. You guys are missing some stuff right here. Give me a second. All right. So this is the new evidence for the motion to dismiss. We haven't gotten to the motion to dismiss quite yet. But this is the evidence for their motion to dismiss, if you will. All right, let me make sure we good. All right, we're good. I can put the chat up because we on the side. All right, guys. Sorry, look, I am a struggle streamer. What does this say? Hey, I am the attorney for COIL. Hey, Mitchell Cloud, all this good stuff. Attached is here to Exhibit 1, which is a true correct copy of the February 6th, 2023 plaintiff's lawyer with John Bagakis, which is Tove's lawyer, sent to the defendant's counsel, to which is referred in paragraph 2 of the plaintiff's first amended complaint. I added highlights to those portions of the letter which, refer to the motion. Okay? Now, anything I don't read is not important, but if you guys, this will get clipped up and put out there for you guys to watch. On July 11th, I sent Mr. Brockins an email explaining that the defendants, which is COIL, will be filing the motion to dismiss, given the reasons why, and providing proposed times to meet and confer, which is conference. Let me make this shit bigger, man. I'm sorry. It's like, it should be this big. Pause. Pause. All right, so hey, we gonna have this conference call set up. They're like, all right, cool. 10 minutes later, Mr. Bacchus, whatever, replies saying, we will, of course, not be dismissing your predictable second attempt to dismiss our complaint. Go ahead and file. We will consider this sufficient meet and confer efforts. All right. So they say, hey, this email will serve as us meeting together. All right. Now, later that day, I emailed him, informing him that the email did not constitute a sufficient meet and conference, and again asking for his availability for a phone call. Mr. Bacchus did not respond to the second email, so he's getting stonewalled, guys. And this is what lawyers do. Hey, I already sent this shit to you. That was our meeting. He said, no, it's not. So on July 13th, I sent a third email saying, hey, as I have not heard back from you, I will have no choice but to inform the court that you refuse to meet in conference as required under the rules. Lawyers have rules to abide by. That's all he is saying. Mr. Bacchus responded, your opinion is that we have not met and conferred. We disagree, and we will present our side to the court. Best, John. Like, look, man, these lawyers, guys, when it comes to this stuff, they can be vicious, and they're usually vicious to each other. As you know what I'm saying, this is so a true and correct copy of this email is attached as Exhibit 2 in reverse. All right, so you know it's real when they like, hey man, release the goddamn emails. They playing games with us. They playing games. So you know he says, hey look, under penalty of perjury, I attest that this issue is true and it was submitted on the 20th of July. All right, cool. Let's get to the good stuff. Exhibit 1. Exhibit 1. Now look, guys, I've written these before. And the only reason I've written these before is because as an investigator, a former investigator, you have to cover your ass all the time. You know why? Because clients lie. So if you suspect maybe a client will lie, you need to send the email saying, hey, thanks for talking with me on this day. We discussed A, B, and C, and I'm happy we agreed to D, E, and F. All right, so this is here. Let's zoom out. So you guys see, hey, this is the, give me a second. Let me zoom out a little bit more. This is the confidential settlement communication. As I said before, guys, anything you put in public record, unless it's sealed, just becomes public information. So you're like, oh, it's confidential. How did Henry get it? They didn't seal that shit. That's all. So what does it say? All right. Pay attention, guys. We are in receipt of your January 23rd correspondence wherein you attempt to address the claims made by way of our initial January 9th cease and desist to your clients, Mitchell Clout, and individual, the coil content creation, yada, yada, yada. Please allow this correspondence to address such response and serve as a renewal of our demand that NoPixel issue a public retraction regarding its false statements about Mr. Tracy. We look forward to your prompt attention to this in light of the fact that your office now has been given time to review the contents of our initial correspondence and merits of our claims. So, hey, if they want you to retract this shit, this sounds like defamation. Hey, you gotta, and this is laying the foundation. We know this because we're studying a defamation trial via OTK, and OTK's argument is that, hey, they never issued a retraction. Well, Tove came out the gate and said, hey, we want you to retract that shit you said about DW. All right, let's keep going. First, please be advised that we now represent Tove, the LLC, with respect to any claims it may have against NoPixel for copyright infringement. Now, if you go back to my videos, I showed you that their copyright infringement, they have no official copyright. They just submit it as copyright infringement. So for reference, Mr. Tracy entered into an employment relationship with Tove on or about October 14th, 2021. And it's pursuant to the employment agreement that Tove believes it presently possesses a claim for ownership of any of DW's contributions to the development of the game as it exists on the NoPixel server. All right. Therefore, it currently stands now, all claims of IP ownership will be discussed here in connection with both our clients' respective claims, against NoPixel. All right. While you suggest that Mr. Tracy's contributions to the NoPixel server were merely ideas and concepts, you are no doubt aware that one's contributions to a creative work need only to contain a modicum of creativity. Just a small amount of creativity, guys, to be protectable in and of themselves, and that under such standard, even a slight amount will suffice. And they quote a legal court case, which they typically do to strengthen their argument. As set forth in our original correspondence, a significant portion of the code developed for most version of the game, as it exists on the NoPixel server, derives, give me a second, from Mr. Tracy. As you can see, sorry guys, I don't got my normal setup. All right. So they're saying, hey, Tracy did all he goddamn work and he should be compensated. Now, since it appears that your investigation has failed to yield such information, we feel compelled to advise that we are in possession of multiple Git repositories holding all of Mr. Tracy's contributions to the game, which we intend to submit in evidence should litigation of this dispute be necessary. So I was like, God damn, they got evidence? You know me, look, all investigators love evidence because then it cuts out the he said, she said. We just go look at the evidence because no one really cares. Everyone is going to say whatever they need to support their case. All right. So as far as the evidence, likely understanding the utter disingenuous of your assertion that Mr. Tracy did not provide any creative contributions to the game, you also contend that whatever Mr. Tracy did contribute was perpetually licensed to NoPixel via its users' terms of service. Now, this is where it gets good, guys. However, Mr. Tracy did not create a standard user account through the NoPixel website, as evidenced by the fact that his account name, DW, contained too few characters to be registered as a new account through the site, notwithstanding the dubious enforceability of such terms where no action has been taken to require users to affirmatively accept the same. Mr. Tracy, therefore, did not accept such user terms of service when he joined the NoPixel server. So let me break this down for you guys. They're saying we owned it via our TOS, and Tove is like, well, DW never agreed to NoPixel's TOS. So there you go with the he said, she said. So this is when you're this is where it gets sticky, and it's going to continue to get sticky, right? Instead, Mr. Tracy's account was manually created by another member of the NoPixel management team because Mr. Tracy, by your own tactic admission, lead developer of the game. Unlike other developers who worked on NoPixel server, however, Mr. Tracy did not sign an NDA or any other type of documentation that would have conveyed any rights in his creative contributions to NoPixel. Of course, even if NoPixel's standard user terms of service were enforceable here, they provide NoPixel with no cover by way of mandatory arbitration or limitation of liability language. So this is just a fancy way of saying we have no formal agreement between NoPixel, Tove, and or DW. Remember, we all know this all was pretty formal. All right. So for all of the foregoing reason, Tove believes it possesses significant copyright. Now, remember, this is Coil's lawyer releasing this email, and they highlighted this, not me. Significant copyright infringement claims, and obviously intends to bring any such viable claims against NoPixel if Mr. Tracy's reasonable demands brought by way of our initial January 9th correspondence are not met. Now, the only thing I wish was included was the goddamn January 9th correspondence. Why did they not put that in here? I have no idea. Now we're about to get into some tar and feather name calling and shit like that. Because lawyers, they do this, but they do it professionally. Now, listen to this. Unlike Mr. Clout, Tove is loyal to those who contribute to its success. And is prepared to do everything possible to aggressively protect the interest of Mr. Tracy, including by way of its own infringement claims if necessary. So you see how they're saying, hey, we support the people who contribute to our success, unlike Coil. This is people throwing shots. Now, Tove also possesses the significant resources that is not afraid to expend to achieve a fair result in the dispute.
I got money.
So Tove is like, hey, we got the money to fight your ass for the money. All right, so Tove is not playing. Now, Tracy's claim for defamation, guys. With respect to Tracy's claim for defamation, you conspicuously avoid our assertion of the fact following NoPixel's issuance of a false public statement. Mr. Clout made statements over Twitch directly identifying Mr. Tracy. This avoidance is telling and likely the result from your awareness that defamatory statements and those made here when coupled with Mr. Clout's statements can identify another and is therefore to be actionable, either expressly or by clear implication. So this is where I was like, yo, they about to, like, they didn't sue for defamation. That doesn't mean that they can't at a later date. And they already met some of the criteria. Okay. Moving along. Like, I love reading these court cases, guys. Make no mistake, I love this shit. Because it's a learning lesson. Like, I know we learned how to fight a defamation lawsuit via OTK. And we learned how dangerous it is to live with a desperate woman trying to divorce your ass for money. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Because this is the stuff that you typically don't see in a complaint, guys. You know, like, you're never going to see, like, the emails unless they're like, man, we got to release some goddamn emails. But anyway, let's keep going. And shout out to Coil and DW. Maybe I can get them on stream one day. According to Mr. Clout's public statements made in his capacity as NoPixel's principal, which I've played a couple of them on the channel already, which directly identified Mr. Tracy as the former NoPixel employee responsible for the alleged data breach, create the clear implication that NoPixel's original statement refers to Mr. Stacy.
That's a truthful statement.
So we saw that where we did say, hey, he's talking about DW or whatever, which you guys all agreed to. So don't come back and be like, no, he wasn't talking about it. He was talking about him. But there's no defamation lawsuit filed as of yet. Okay. You also claimed that on December 28th, Mr. Tracy was terminated from his position with the NoPixel server, yet you have provided no evidence that this alleged termination was formally made or that Mr. Tracy even knew such a termination had occurred to put him on notice that any further access to the NoPixel server would be unauthorized. That you failed to provide any evidence establishing Mr. Tracy's formal termination, and knowledge thereof is precisely the crux of our position that the statements made by NoPixel about Mr. Tracy's unauthorized access to the NoPixel server were probably false and therefore defamatory. Now, this is a bunch of, like, you know, illegal talk per se, because it's literally getting into something that no side can prove. We know DW was fired, but was there any communication? And what you're about to see is you're going to see Coil's new argument, which is kind of telling and kind of, you know, not. In some instances, people may say, no, that means nothing, Henry. All right, so we're still reading the email that Tove sent to Coil. We feel compelled to point out, given that such evidence will be presented in any lawsuit brought against NoPixel, that your characterization of NoPixel as merely endeavoring to consistently and cautiously be compliant with the state and federal guidelines, like, goddamn, applicable laws, is in stark contrast to NoPixel's prior approach to actual data breaches. Indeed, in or about August of 2022, an individual scraped NoPixel's APIs using unauthorized credentials and obtained personally identified information concerning various members of the NoPixel community, including without limitation the emails and Twitter handles, yet failed to notify the NoPixel community thereof. So now they're like, hey, remember when all them goddamn users' IP addresses got stolen or whatever? You didn't even notify the community. These are serious allegations in an email. But y'all said it happened. While our offices are in possession of evidence of the breach itself, please also Be advised that NoPixel has actively deleted Discord communications with Mr. Tracy, evidencing NoPixel's intentional and deliberate decision not to notify the NoPixel community of such a breach in violation of California Discovery Act. So now they like, FBI, open up! Hey, that data breach, you guys were supposed to report it. According to the California Discovery Act, data was stolen and you talked about it on Discord and you didn't report it. But somehow everyone knows about it. So guys, you know me, I'm not really into the GTA RP community, so I really have no clue either way what's happened or what's not, because I'm literally just reading the court docs. All right. So don't be coming for me like, Henry, that shit happened, man. I'm telling you it's true. And then people are like, no, it's not true. You know, I have no idea. I let you guys decide what the hell is going on. So accordingly, your response, while appreciated, has done nothing to address DW's legitimate claim and responsible demands. If anything, such response has made clear to Mr. Tracy and now Tove that NoPixel possesses no legitimate defenses to its wrongdoing, and litigation of such conduct may therefore be necessary. Nevertheless, DW's most important goal remains clear in his name, and therefore hereby renew our demand that NoPixel publish statements on behalf of itself and its principal retracting the allegation that DW caused any data breach in the NoPixel servers. And look, guys, this is me like, the blue stuff is me like, is a defamation lawsuit coming next? Because this meets all the criteria. Hey, you made a false statement. We asked you to retract it. Only thing you got to say is some business loss, which he's citing the revenue from NoPixel, but I don't know. Should our offices not receive written assurance that such an action will be promptly taken within 5 days of the date of this correspondence, our office intends to commence litigation against both NoPixel and Mr. Clout. In the interim, nothing contaminated herein or omitted herefrom is intended nor shall be constructed to operate as an admission, limitation, or waiver of any of Mr. Tracy's rights, remedies, or defenses at law, in equity, and all this hereby expressively. So you got a 5-day deadline, and they're basically ending their email saying this is seriously but not legally binding. So this was the communication that they received prior. Now the rest of the part goes pretty quickly because it's just back and forth, and there's John Beckett's signature, and we're on to Exhibit 2, which is Coyle's response to that email. All right. And this is gonna go quick, guys. This is we're kind of done with the evidence part until we get to like the last 2 pages. All right. So, you know, this is received on July 13th, blah, blah, blah. Hey, as I've not heard back from you, I have no choice but to inform the court that you refused to meet me. We already discovered that. And then we're going to keep going down, I believe, to the next one. Blah, blah, blah. John, this is not, look, this is where, remember when John was like, hey, man, this shit was good enough for me. They're like, no, John, it was not sufficient to meet in conference. If you believe that my analysis is incorrect, please tell me why is this the case? Please let me know when you're available for a phone call to do so. And John was like, nope. No. So we're kind of going backwards to how did we get here? How did we get here? All right. So look, John snapping. They both snapping, right? Hey, we will, of course, not be dismissing your predictable second attempt to dismiss our complaint. Go ahead and file. We'll meet and we will consider this sufficient for evidence. Now, here is Coyle's response, guys. And this is juicy stuff. Like, when lawyers release this, I'm like, God damn. Like, look. Oh, my goodness. I was literally reading this, like, with I goddamn popcorn. I should have grabbed a beer because I'm like, this is these fighting words right here, right? I reviewed the amended complaint you filed, and unfortunately, it does not solve the problem set forth in my motion to dismiss. In fact, the new claims make them worse. Accordingly, I plan to file another motion to dismiss. Like, Coyle's lawyer wants all the smoke. He like, nah, fuck John. He like, nah, this shit not gonna slide. This is not going to slide. I'm not letting this shit ride. We filed another motion to dismiss. And this is probably what Koya was alluding to when I was on his live stream. When he was like, I don't know what motion got shot down and which one didn't. And that was enough for me to be like, that was enough for me to know, like,
dig, bro. You like to dig.
Keep digging. All right. So the new cause of action for declaratory relief now asserts that all of Tracy's contributions to NoPixel server are exclusively owned by Tove. The complaint then alleges that there is a controversy over whether Tracy was granted a permanent and irrevocable license to the defendant's use Tracy contributions. All right, when you see these parentheses, that's them just referencing the amended complaint. Now, the complaint states that Tove is seeking the court's determination as to whether Tove possesses a claim to ownership of any and all of the copyrights derived from Mr. Tracy's creative contributions to the NoPixel server pursuant to the Copyright Act, and whether Tove is entitled to prevent defendants from utilizing such contributions under the guise of permanent and irrevocable license that Tove did not grant. All right, so we're kind of just summarizing the complaint. All right, now we're about to get into the thick of things right quick. In other words, you want the court to decide that NoPixel is infringing on Tracy's copyright. This is simply a copyright infringement lawsuit worded as a declaratory judgment action in order to get around the requirements of a copyright infringement claim. You hear that, guys? It's a bait and switch. That's what their lawyer's accusing. This made clear in your February 6th letter to Morrison Rotham, which is the law firm, in which you expressly stated that Tove intends to bring copyright infringement claims against NoPixel for the exact reason stated above. As you expressly mentioned in February 6th letter in the complaint, I will be allowed to introduce this as an exhibit to my motion to dismiss. This is why we got the emails. And I remember saying this shit from day one, guys. There was no copyright on file, and I showed you that the copyright on file was kind of blank. It just said copyright. There was no number. All right. So let's keep going. As experienced copyright litigator, oh my goodness. Sorry. As an Oh, Azza, thank you for becoming a member. Sorry, guys. I had to look. My man Dust, he just come out the gate, guys.
I got money.
He come in out the gate. Dust is in the house. Everyone like the stream and spam his goddamn notification if you got it. If you got it, guys. If you got his membership from him, make sure you spam the notifications. How is copyright law done? We're about to get to it because Tove is bringing it up right now. I just had to acknowledge my man Dust in the building. All right. So let's get back to it. As an experienced copyright litigator, I'm sure you know that a prerequisite for filing a copyright infringement lawsuit, you must have a registered copyright. You cannot get around this requirement by disingenuously claiming that this is a declaratory relief action when the declaration you want is that NoPixel is infringing Tove's copyright. As you do not have a registered copyright, you must dismiss the complaint. Now look, if this is true, I put Tove is done for. I put that because that's literally what it is. If you don't meet the requirements to file the lawsuit, then everything has to get dismissed. And I don't make the rules, and they go into it. Now look, shout out to Coyle's attorney, man. Like both of these attorneys be snapping on each other. Now look, he's like, look, mother effer, if you're thinking of getting around this deficiency by expediting the damn copyright claim, copyright registration, please know that would not work according to this goddamn lawsuit right here. The Supreme Court held that a registration must be secured before the complaint is filed. While I don't believe that Tove could secure a copyright infringement for the work Tracy did for NoPixel anyway, even if it could, it must still dismiss the complaint and file a new action. So this is like, look, bro. Look, bro. I don't give two issues if you want to get one. It has to be filed before. And look, this is a technicality, and this is what you paying your goddamn lawyer probably $500 to $1,000 an hour to do. Now, accordingly, please let me know, Tove. Please let me know if Tove will dismiss the complaint. If not, please consider this is a request for a meet and conference pursuant to local rule 7.3. Please provide the times that you will be available on July 13th or 14th or 13th or 14th to meet. And this is what they're, submitting to the judge. Like, you guys, look, guys, this is covering your ass. Like, hey, judge, we reached out to him and all that good stuff. And now we can get to the motion to dismiss, which is actually quick. But what do you guys think so far about it? About the whole ordeal for them to dismiss the case? And we about 5 likes short of going to XQC. 5 likes on YouTube short of going to XQC. Now we're at the halfway point of the motion to dismiss. Now I'll field some NoPixel questions. People were saying some things. How was copyright right done? Now here's the argument. It's unfortunate that they're not saying all they're arguing right now is copyright. Hey, you don't have a copyright claim. You don't even have a copyright. So this needs to be dismissed. Not DW didn't do the work or anything like that. Hey, not that we have proof of a license. Basically, you guys don't have a copyright claim. All right. So we're at the halfway point of the NoPixel, but we have reached the goddamn likes required for XQC. So, as a man of my word, which I will always be, give me a second, I got to prep some things. We will go into XQC expeditiously, and we will come back to the second part of the NoPixel document. All right, because here I cater to the people who watch. All right, so if you watch me and you watching for XQC stuff, you are going to get it. Give me a chance to load up his court documents that I have, and we'll get there. Someone said, "Look, they're like, let's go." XQC, yeah, XQCL in the goddamn chat. Make no mistake, we support XQC over here. Unless there's like some video proof of him smacking up a depth or something, I am supporting XQC. So, hey, you can hate me now or do whatever you want, but that's where we at with XQC. Give me a second to pull up his court docs. Shit, I gotta make sure they don't go Wes. Do I still? Oh man, where is that? Oh no, did I close it out? Nope, that's not it. Give me a second, guys. I'm going through my tabs. Because oh wow, I must have closed it out. No worries. We'll get it back up. Give me a second. I'm just loading up everything for XQC. And in order to talk about XQC before we get into anything, which is great because we're going to segue right into it. I got to go to my Discord. If you're not on Henry Court, everything breaks first on Henry Court. I kid you not. Everything breaks first on Henry Court. And when it breaks, it breaks. So people on Henry Court, they knew I had some new stuff right away. It was a big ordeal on Henry Court. So please join Henry Court. I believe links to it is in the chat. All right, so let me make this shit big, because we about to get a little real for a second. React Live. So before we get to the court documents, this kind of ties in with NoPixel. We're going to talk XQC talking about NoPixel. Then we're going to talk his girlfriend. And then we're going to come up with some parasocial stuff or why she's not around. And we're going to get into the court documents. I got to make sure. Request. All right. And there we go. Request is up. All right, cool. All right. So when it comes to NoPixel, right? We know XQC is a owner of the NeoPixel stuff. 25% ownership, and this kind of ties in with everything that is going on with the person that shall not be named and shit, right? Because there's rumor allegedly that someone is permanently banned on the NoPixel server that probably used to make a living off of it. And of course, to this person, anything bad that happens in their life, it's his fault. And he goes on to further clarify his ownership and his position in NoPixel.
Daily reminder, okay? Some people say really dumb shit that's unfounded and really dumb sometimes. Do not listen to do not listen to stupidity that you read online. It's bad. Okay, like the fact that it's not because I own part of NoPixel that I have any administrative power or duties when it comes down to people getting banned, strike points, unbans, moderation, board duties when it comes down to forum input, anything like that.
So if you don't know, someone did come out and, with the title permanently banned, and maybe or maybe not, they have not been streaming on the NoPixel server. And you know how this person always alludes to the fact that, everything bad that happens in their life is XQC's fault. And,
that's a truthful statement.
And, people will always, when everything else fails, they will turn to play victim.
We're not a victim here. You have never been a victim here.
So this is what he's addressing, and it sucks that he has to do it like this, and this is how it goes.
I have absolutely no power in any capacity. So anybody that says that they can't play, or they think this or that because I'm on a server, or maybe I devalue the server because I'm part of the ownership, I'm as extracted as you possibly could think. I don't put it out there. I think it's very important for me that people understand that. It's very, very, very important.
And to be true, he has to do this, right? Because let's just say on the odd chance that they ban a person that he may have a history with. Now you're talking about even more litigation and opening up to moderation of a goddamn NoPixel server because someone may or may not got banned for breaking TOS.
Because I want the server to be even possibly tarnished, even a slightly, by just really dumb comments that are stupid and unfounded. I mean, it's just stupid. It's stupid. I just wanted to let it out there, and it's very important for me because I think it's one of my most precious projects. And coming up, there's going to be some stuff that is so insane, I can't even talk about it on NoPixel, and I can't talk about it. And I don't want any of it to lose value on the back of people saying, well, the guy that got banned a bunch of times is not part of the ownership. I could still get fucking banned, and it wouldn't, if I do dumb shit and I get banned,
I just fell into the void.
That would be so be it. That'd be so be it. It has nothing to do with my part ownership in that regard, right? The things that we're working on and my involvement isn't even close to any of that is related to these topics. It is stupid.
So, just for the record, guys, if you get banned, XQC has nothing to do with it, no matter how crazy it may look or how coincidental it may be. He's letting it be known that, hey, when it comes to people getting banned, it's not coming from him. He's there to play the game and oversee creative shit, not police, if you will. He is not here to police users on the NoPixel server, okay? So people blaming him for their shortcomings in not being on the server, that shit is on them, okay? And look, people know. And I don't know why she was banned. But It happens, guys. I believe on NoPixel server, correct me if I'm wrong, you have to stay in character, right? You got to let them stay. You have to stay in character. So even though it's me, I can't be coming up on there talking about my personal life because it's a role-playing game. Hey, it's a role-playing. Hey, we're playing a character. All right? That's it. We're playing a character. We got to stay on code. And someone said that NoPixel could ban you for any reason at any time. And hey, I don't know if that's to be true, but hey, you guys would know more about this ish if more than me, perhaps, right? Now let's go to his girlfriend, Fran. All right. Now, these clips I think are in order, but let's hear XQC talk about it because this kind of ties into his divorce. Believe it or not, it sucks. It really sucks. And I only know this because of divorce, because I went through divorce. So this is how I know about this knowledge.
Ever since he got his new GF, he really streams. I mean, it's all you can see. Yeah. Yeah, I always try to make sure people wouldn't say shit like that. With like all my girlfriends in the past. I need this would come one day, but
Since he got his new girlfriend, he rarely streams. I miss the old XQC. Now this happens, right? Hey, you get a new girlfriend, you got to solidify the relationship. It takes time. You know? You probably doing that as much as you can, as often as you can, and that's going to cut into streaming. That's just what it is. And, you know, we've seen this shit happen before, right? When he first got with Adept. Anytime he wasn't streaming, it was, hey, it's because he went to a new girl. You know, it's just how it goes. But he's about to announce that she doesn't live with him anymore, which I'm strongly for.
that just can't even be possible. That's just, well, that's just, I mean, if it was a true, but, yeah, she hasn't been around, maybe, so it's like, how could you, well, how could you blame and shit when just, you know, like, what? It doesn't make any sense. Because I knew, chat, okay,
XQC
that there would be collateral and shit, and I knew people would blame like that and do that shit. And I knew this would happen because I'm having a bad time.
Look, guys, we know he's going through a lot of shit. He got the kick contract over his head. He got this goddamn divorce. He got this family violence looming over him. So not only is he, you know, risking money, his personal reputation is on the line. And yeah, guys, trust me, when you're going through all this shit, it's hard to stay motivated to goddamn stream. And you like, and you can see, unfortunately, what's going on with his divorce damn near in real time as things change and things develop. And it wears on him. So like, guys, you may not want to put on a goddamn face and come on stream and do it for 24 hours or 16 hours. This shit happens. And naturally, the changing that you guys are going to see is that, oh, he has a new girlfriend. And you're kind of discrediting the fact that, hey, maybe he's trying to build up NoPixel. He's probably going to meetings because he has to run this business. Maybe he's talking to Kick because he's recruiting. He's probably doing a lot more behind the scenes. So I would say give him a little grace. But we would be naive to think that, you know, him clapping her cheeks ain't cutting into his goddamn streaming time.
Okay, and it was kind of bad. Okay, and everything was trash. I knew this would happen. People would turn it on me and blame things like that. And I didn't want to have collateral and shit like that to other people. I think it's very unfair for people that are around me that this happens to them. Yeah, so it's just not. Yeah, it's just yeah, it's the way it is. You know. So that
chest.
I think it's a bit out of pocket of a comment, but on top of that, on top of it not being true because, you know, it's just not a thing anymore. Well, it just kind of makes you guys look kind of dumb. People that uploaded this shit and do that. But
now I know when he said anymore, I was like, they broke up. So he was like, hey, friend, hey, baby, sugar pie, honey bunch. Go let them know we're still in a relationship. So she was like, all right, babe. I'll let them know.
Maybe, yeah, I could see why people misinterpret that when he says I'm not there. But does chat not realize you can you can be in a relationship without living with someone?
Exactly. I support that shit, guys. There is no reason you need to live. Trust me, it's not gonna be what you think. It's not. Maybe for the first 2 months, you're gonna be blowing that back out, ducking, she's gonna be ducking sick and all that good stuff. But after time, that shit just goes down drain, guys. It just goes down. It's like, it goes like this. Here's the graph. It goes up and then it comes down. It's whoop. It peaks, then comes down, and maybe hopefully it flatlines somewhere in the middle, but that shit ain't what you think it's gonna be.
I'm just curious. I don't know.
Did she freeze up? She glitching? Hold on.
Ever since you guys new GF, you really
Hold on. Did she just glitch out? No, I think that's all she had to say. But now she talks about the new comments people are talking about, and she said something very interesting.
Yeah, you guys are. I've seen some of the stuff. I stopped reading Reddit because of it, but you guys are so mean about me, and you guys make some of the most awful assumptions about me, and it makes me really sad sometimes because if you guys knew me, you guys wouldn't say that stuff.
Is it freezing up?
Like, everyone calls me a gold digger. Like, what? I'm not a gold digger. First of all, I'm not digging for gold. I'm digging for diamonds.
Look, man. Look, X, you my guy. You my guy. And friend is cool, but hey, no diamonds? It bet not. Hey, you know what happened last time you played fucking house? You start playing divorce too and shit. So, that would be my recommendation for XQC. You play house, you're going to have to play goddamn divorce. It is what it is. And not saying she would do it, but I'm saying she could. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you hit her with the goddamn John Cena cohabitation agreement. None of this. Hey, look, I'm just saying me. If I'm me, friend is cool, but hey, I gotta protect my neck at all times. You gotta treat that shit like boxing, y'all. You in the ring. All right, now let's get to his goddamn lawsuit or his divorce, and then we'll go into the court documents, and then we'll swing back around for NoPixel Part 2, the new motion to dismiss. Thank you guys for helping me get the likes up over here. So look, someone said they gave her a pass. And I know, right? I've heard about whatchamacallit, him moving back to LA. Y'all want me to talk about that? We can potentially touch on that. Which is odd because I remember covering the video. It was like, yo, I just want to live in Texas with all the other streamers. And I was like, I think I want to go to LA now. like, bro, make up your goddamn mind. But here's the thing: we're allowed to change our minds. So, where are we at with the court docs? So, let me make sure I got the right stuff up. We got 2 of them. All right, so we'll go with the divorce first, right? Let me remove the chat. Give me a second. So, when it comes to the divorce, what the hell is going on, guys? This motion for summary judgment, which I suspect is him not being married, not settling. And the reason being is there was a response to the motion for summary judgment. Now, if you're in Henry Court, you know that I posted the response of me trying to get this shit. Or whatever. And it was like this. Here we go. Here we go. I'll show you exactly. So I got on and I was like, hey, it's Henry over here, guys. You guys know me. We've had a long relationship. What's going on? I was like, hey, I'm trying to get some stuff. I was like, well, what you trying to get, Henry? Let us know. I was like, hey, I'm trying to get those documents. They was like, hey, good afternoon. This is what it looks like, guys. Good afternoon. The documents requested are sealed. To obtain these copies, you will need to submit a motion in order to unseal. Once the order has been signed by the judge, you will have 5 days to request the copies. So, to translate for you guys, when I went to request the documents, I would have to submit a reason why it needs to be unsealed and I would have to submit a motion for the judge to sign off on, which would take about 21 days. And I'm sure the judge would be like, "Nope, no, F off." And I did not go through the effort to do that, right? But, look, guys, I'm persistent.
Dig, bro. You like to dig.
Where there's a will, there's a way. So I was not able to get these court documents. But what you want to take notice of is there is a hearing for the motion on 7/26 at 1:30 p.m. And guys, trust me, if this shit was like open to the public now that my resources are freed up, I would goddamn near fly out there for this August 4th trial date. I would have, but it's like sealed up. I would love to be there to whatchamacallit, to just be outside like, "Hey, Adept, is it true that you were married to XQC or no?" Snap it like on some TMZ shit. And then I would sit in the courtroom too. But, this has been closed to the public, and I'm thinking about doing a court document review for all the court documents. But, hey, y'all saying that's too much? Like, bro, I got free time now. Fuck that. I'm free. Like, shit, I'm divorced. I mean, it's some F stuff going on, like, with finalizing my divorce, but I'm divorced. So, if this was open to the public, I would have been there. I would have smiled, took a picture, and all that good stuff, but it's not. So what I have to do? I had to do the little reach around. You're like, what? The reach around? Don't women of the night do reach arounds? Like, no. I had to go through the back door. All right. So what is the back door? All right. This is the protective order right here. Right. So this is where, XQC was accused of family violence, and we saw a request for issuance. And a subpoena was issued, and I was like, I need to see who and what for one, when you look at this subpoena, right, you want to know who requested the subpoena. Okay, that is very important. And also you want to look at who is subpoenaed. So they're subpoenaing Detective Michaela Zaragoza, right? And I'm like, okay, well, let's go to the court documents and let's see what's what with this goddamn whatchamacallit. All right. So look, we see it right here. Let's go to the bottom left. This is the request for issuance of a subpoena. And of course, I blocked out all the personal data. And I'm like, all right, well, we know the cases between Sam and XQC, right? Okay, we have our witness list. It's Detective Michaela Zaragoza. Now look, this ain't Michaela on goddamn Twitch. Don't even go there, right? And what are they asking for? They're asking for her to report to the trial on the 26th at 1:30. And I'm like, well, who's asking? Goddamn it, who's asking? I look, hey, the subpoena is issued. The person requesting the subpoena is Ian Pittman. And you know who he works for. You know who he works for.
We're not a victim here. You have never been a victim here.
So I'm like, okay, so he's requesting it for her, and you go over to here, right? And this is the issuance of the subpoena. And I'm like, all right, let me make sure everything. Let me dot my I's and cross my T's as an investigator. You want to make sure, all right, well, what they want them to do. So here is a copy of the subpoena. It looks like, hey, you are commanded to summon Detective Michaela Zaragoza of the Cedar Park Police Department and to be personally appear on this day at the courtroom. And I'm like, well, what the hell she got to do? They want her to speak on behalf of
Henry, thank you so much.
her, okay? And in the above styled and numbered cause now pending in said court, and there to remain from day to day and from the term to term until discharged by the court, said above named witnesses is further commanded to produce and permit inspection and copying of designated documents or tangible things in possession, custody, or control of the person to whom this subpoena is directed to. So, what are we talking about? This will be whatever police report exists. Now, people are like, hey, Henry, can you get the police report? I can get the police report unless it's sealed. It's probably not sealed because natures of family violence or allegations of therein, because he has not been convicted. So we want to speak accurately on XQC. Typically do not get sealed. Okay. So people took it a step further, right? You're like, well, how far did they take it to look up, like, who is this detective? Now, look, I could have dug deeper, but I didn't. I didn't want to dig deeper. But what is this detective known for? Hey, we are, this is on some police page. We are proud to present Detective Zaragoza of the Cedar Park Police Department with our Allies of Hope Award. She has shown outstanding service in helping survivors of domestic and SV in our community. Thank you for all that she do. So the person that she wants to witness, and guys, don't go harassing the goddamn detective or you will be FBI, open up! They will be knocking on your goddamn door. And don't harass the person who said,
Henry, thank you so much.
don't harass her either. I keep telling you guys, cut that shit out. It's getting recorded. And all they're doing is using it to bolster the case that someone's life is in danger. Now, what happens when you do this subpoena, right? What's going to happen? Typically, what's going to happen is this could be good for XQC or bad for XQC, depending on whatever evidence this person has collected and whatever line of questions that is going to be thrown her way to bolster whatever case his ex-girlfriend is trying to present. Now, remember, I showed you the court document where they want him to go to a battery training class, and he has to basically until if deemed necessary by the courts. So, do you guys want me to get this goddamn police report? Now, here's the thing, right? With the police report, as I've been telling you guys, I never personally thought it would get this far. And I'm being 100% honest with you. I can get the police report. I've gotten police reports in the past, but it's going to take about 20 days to get the goddamn police report. Okay? So, I don't know, like, you know, how far it's going to be, but the thing is, I do want to see this motion for summary judgment, and I want to see everything. I want to see I know, someone said, oh my God, 20 days, right? Yeah. Now, if you live, I'm not going to say that. You can get it sooner, but I'm not going to tell you how. I am not going to tell you how you can get the police report, but it's probably going to take me about 20 days to get it, just from where I am at. Can it be done faster? Absolutely. But we can go back to his case. Any questions you guys have, put them in the chat, because this hearing, somebody calling me while I'm streaming. That's wild. Any questions that you guys have, you can post them and I'll answer them live, but this is what's going on. So we have a detective testifying on behalf of his ex. Is the summary judgment still the 26th? Yes. The summary judgment hearing is still the 26th, and the trial before the court is still scheduled for 8/4/2023. Now look, the hearing for summary judgment, I've had them. I've been there before. She's going to show up with her attorney and obviously the detective and whoever else she plans on bringing. And he's going to show up with his legal team. I don't think he has any witnesses. It's literally, he's all alone. It's him and his lawyer versus, which would be his ex-girlfriend, who's trying to get major money from him. Because remember, guys, in Texas, you're technically still married until you're divorced. So every dollar he earns, if deemed married, 50 cents of it is hers. Now, I know you want to hear something funny, right? Let's go to the clip where XQC talks about his finances. You know, where he's like, hey, guys, I only make $75,000 a year. XQC, 75, 1, 2, 3 dollars, right? And why would he say that, guys? I know people was like, hey, he said he only makes whatchamacallit. And he's still getting expensive things. Where is the clip? I'm sorry, guys, I can't find it. XQC salary clips. I know you guys remember it, right? XQC, give me a second. Clips. I'll find it. Give me a second. Why would he say he only makes $75,000 a year? You know why? Because that's his taxable income. And chances are he has a goddamn S Corp and he's paying himself a salary of $75,000 a year. Why? Because that keeps his earnings down. And if he's only making $75,000 a year, guess what? Someone can only go for roughly what, 32 and a half thousand a year, which is, you can say it's a legal strategy. You could say it is not a...
That's a truthful statement.
Truthful statement, whatever you want to go with. But on paper, this is what it comes down to. How does one learn this PI wizardry? All the information that I've gathered, guys, is public information. I've done nothing illegal or dubious to obtain any documents on my stream. It's all public information. Anyone could do it. You may have to jump through some hoops. You may have to do things you probably don't want to do. But you can easily get it. So I can't find the $75,000 clip, or someone could post it. Oh, here we go. I got it.
Honest, I actually do.
Here we go. Let's put it on the screen. Right here. This is where he says it.
Honest, I actually do.
And watch what he says. Listen to what he says, guys. Did he say it already?
I'm not lying. As an individual,
you see
Felix makes $75,000 a year.
As an individual, Felix the individual only makes $75,000 a year, because you have probably XQC, the company, probably makes millions. And hopefully it's in his mama's name.
I'm not lying. As an individual, Felix makes $75,000 a year. Before tax, a truthful statement.
Hey, look, guys. Sometimes you got to play the goddamn game, man. But any questions about his goddamn court case before we get back to NoPixel, and I lose about half my goddamn audience. Which is fine. Because you guys got me to the likes, and I remember last time I thought it was going to be bad, and a lot of people was like, nah, man, I'm here for NoPixel. Give me that shit. So any questions about his court case, guys? The difference between XQC and the difference between business, yeah. Trust me. So yeah, she can only ask for 50%. Like, look, here's the thing, guys. When it comes to this marriage, she is playing the waiting game. We first have to deem if they are married or not. If they are deemed to have never been married, it is a huge victory for XQC, a mega victory for XQC. Now, could she appeal? Sure. But the fact that the initial one is not married, it would have to be something to the effect that new evidence would have to be put forth to show that they're married in an appeal. So that is the name of the game right now. And I think the motion for summary judgment is for the judge to rule that they were not married. And then the trial, like, we would know probably by the court docket. And trust me, somehow, where there's a will, there's a way. You'll get more XQC court documents. But they jamming me up pretty good. Because here's the thing, right? When it comes to this, they know, look, XQC knows me, Adept knows me. They probably know everything about me as far as where I live and all that good stuff, as I know that about them. And they probably know my number. And people be playing on my phone, but I got stalkers everywhere. So, I said that to say, hey, we in this together. We're going to find out at some point. We're going to find out. So be patient. Hold the goddamn line. Make sure you go over to his live stream and put XQCL in the goddamn chat. And, you know, make sure, you know, we keep him in good spirits. Because trust me, as a guy who coming from divorce, it's pivotal to keep my man in good spirits. Pivotal. Let's see. Oh my goodness. We don't want anyone to self-harm. Will there be a verdict on the 8/4 court date? No. Verdict could probably come in September, to be honest. To be honest, it'll probably come in September. Does that mean they're not married? He never called her wife. There are some Discord messages that I've never seen that were submitted into evidence to support that they were married. What was said in the Discord messages, I have no idea. I just saw it in the court document. And maybe we'll do a review, probably if not all the documents, but the most important ones. I wanted it to do it for tomorrow, but it probably is not going to work out like that. And I know people are like, hey, what about the goddamn watch? What about the watch, Henry? What about the $500,000 watch? Where's that goddamn watch at? More than most people make in a lifetime on his wrist. I know I'm gonna find it. His clips channel just be like crazy with clips. Give me a second. XQC clips watch. WTCH. Wait, explain that Discord messaging, Henry. Guys, I've been covering this ish for so long. Here's the watch. Give me a second. I've been covering it for so long that people have forgotten all the old stuff. So what was the Discord message? There was a court document where Adept had to list all her information as for evidence for them to be married. Discord messages were on them. Okay? And I don't know what they say, guys. So did he say, hey, I'm going to marry you? I don't know. I hope not. But she is fighting this shit tooth and nail. And the crazy thing is, no one's calling her out on it. They just like, no. Let her just try to take his money. But here's the watch.
Yo, much love, brother XQCL.
I got it.
So he got this goddamn watch. And we know damn well the judge was like, hey, you can't buy any more jewelry. And he's like, I didn't buy any more jewelry. It was gifted to me. It's like, I don't know if you guys remember LeBron James when he had a goddamn Hummer in high school. And he was like, that ain't my Hummer. That's my mama's Hummer. Because, you know, that is what it was. So any more questions, guys? So we can get back to NoPixel and I can take my ass. Oh, damn, I can't even sleep. I got to edit. I wanted to play Diablo, but Jesus, man. That's what it is. So I see you guys are in desperate need of a court doc review. Thursday, I'm spending more time with my daughter. Or Wednesday, I'm spending more time with my daughter. Thursday, I got like a self-care day for myself. I want to say maybe Tuesday, but don't hold me to it, man. Because it's a lot of stuff that I have to do. But here's the watch.
Oh man, I'm so happy. It is so nice, dude. Chat, look.
It's expensive.
Hold on, let me zoom out. Look,
skeleton.
It's something called frosted, and it looks like a Beyblade. It looks like a Beyblade. And dude, look what it does. Look what it does. Look what it does. Look what it does. Look what it does.
Oh, okay. He got the skeleton thing. I mean,
it's dude.
Our place time.
It spins. It spins in real. See.
Are you gonna try and beat the 3 mech bosses today?
In fact, guys, all watches do this. Once you get an expensive watch, that's what's underneath the dial.
It spins in real time, dude. Oh my god, dude.
That's an Automir. Yeah, that's expensive as shit, man. That's an expensive gift that someone gave him. Because he would be an idiot to buy some jewelry after he was told not to. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't do it. He would never do that. So someone said 400K. God damn. God damn. Hey, look, it ain't. If you got it, you got it. All right, guys. I think I've answered. You need a streaming schedule, Henry? Man, this would be so hard to commit to a streaming schedule. Like, I put a lot into these goddamn streams. I put a lot into them. A lot goes into it behind the scenes. Like, I got to look all this stuff up. I got to redact it. I have to present, how I'm going to do things. And I would love to keep a streaming schedule. Now, let's get back to the NoPixel, if you will. Which way do you think the cars are going? He's getting the cars. The McLaren may be going, though. If he put her ass on the title, it's fucked up. She getting that. That should go. I would just consider it's going. Look at Tiff, XQC. Shout out to Timestamp Tiff, guys. That's the woman who does the timestamps for the entire channel. Shout out to her. Let's put some respect on her name, because I know that the Twitch people be coming, hey, can we
some respect on my name?
Can we get them timestamps? I'd be like, look, Timestamp Tiff is gonna get to him when she get to him. I do not rush her, and she does it pro bono. So salute to Timestamp Tiff. Let's get back to NoPixel so we can get out of here, guys. Thank you to all my XQC people, all my juicers in the chat. Put some XQCLs in your way out. We got to get back to NoPixel and their motion to dismiss. Okay, so this is part 2 of them fighting to get this goddamn NoPixel case thrown out. And let me close that window. Let me open this up and get back to it. All right, so now we're at the new motion to dismiss, and we're right here with it. All right, guys. Let's get back to NoPixel for the people who care. Sorry, guys, for this this format. It's just, I'm on like vacation right now, so I don't be like, you know what I'm saying? When you're on vacation, you're like, man, let me just put this shit together real quick. All right, so this is the new motion to dismiss. We went through the email evidence. If you want to see that, go check out the email video. And this is the official new motion to dismiss. They have a hearing scheduled for August 21st, 2023. As we know, the previous motions to dismiss were deemed moot. Okay, so hey, we say, hey, we have this trial coming up on the 31st, and this is submitted by Coil. Now, this is going to be our guy, Larry Zerner. Coil and Mitchell Clout will move to the court for dismissal of the plaintiff, that one video complaint pursuant to this rule. The motion is made on the following grounds. So this is why they're trying to get it dismissed. DW claim for declaratory relief is actually a claim for copyright infringement. But as you know, Tove and DW does not have a registered copyright. The plaintiff cannot bring a claim for infringement. This just mostly mirrors the email evidence that we just saw. In the claim for declaratory relief, if the claim for declaratory relief is dismissed, then the additional claims must also be dismissed because they would no longer be any federal court jurisdiction to the claim, which is true. They wanted declaratory judgment, they wanted breach of contract, and they also wanted to sue for accounting. So if the original lawsuit gets tossed out, they like everything else needs to be tossed out, guys. So this motion will be based on the notice of motion in motion, the memorandum of points and authorities filled herewith, the pleadings and papers filed herein, and on such arguments may be received by this court as hearings of this motion. This motion is not made following the conference of counsel pursuant to something rule 7-3 because plaintiff's counsel John B refused. Look, they snitching. Hey, judge, he didn't want to participate in a conference call despite our numerous requests for counsel for him to do so. So this motion is in the infra, as in they didn't review it. All right, let's keep going to it because we got a couple documents to go through, and this is the legal version of how you transcribe that email into a full-on motion to dismiss. So, Toll filed what purports to be a claim for declaratory relief, but which upon inspection is actually a claim for copyright infringement, and asking the court to declare that the defendant, which is Coil, is infringing on plaintiff's copyright by using software code allegedly belonging to DW without a license. All right. Now, plaintiff, which is, Toll via DW, all that good stuff, has styled his claim as one for declaratory relief instead of simply suing for copyright infringement because plaintiff did not register the alleged infringed software code with the Copyright Office prior to filing the lawsuit. So they saying, hey, you basically are getting this lawsuit to go forward because you're disguising it as declaratory relief when we all can see bright as day it is a copyright claim. Now, this is not going on DW didn't do the work. It's kind of like a legal technicality that they're trying to use to get the lawsuit thrown out. And this is what you pay the lawyers for. All right. As Tove cannot get around the requirement of a copyright registration required to bring a claim for infringement by simply characterizing the claim as one for declaratory relief, the complaint must be dismissed without leave to amend. So, hey, no copyright exists. I showed you that. Now, when it comes to this factual background, this is going to rehash most of the First Amendment complaint, right? So because this is going to rehash the First Amendment complaint, we're actually going to skip it. However, if you want to see it, go to some of the old YouTube videos where we talk about it and you can see it for yourself. And I'll go very slow because maybe you want to pause it and read it for yourself. So let's go through it. This is still the factual complaint, which just rehashes all the information we already know deemed to be true. When we get to new information, I am going to stop it so you guys can see. All right, so now on the next page, as you see, we're about to get to some new information. The court should dismiss the first cause of action for declaratory judgment because this is a disguised claim for copyright infringement. Let's see what they have to say about this. All right. And we know this kinda to be true for the most part, because I've been covering it. So we're at page 6, and it's not going to take a long time to get through this, if you will. So plaintiff's factual First Amendment complaint purports to be for declaratory relief, but simply a review of the allegations. The FAC showed that Tove is asking the court to declare that defendants Coil are infringing on the copyright by utilizing Tracy's contributions to the NoPixel server without a license, which, hey, they are still using DW's work, self-admittedly by Coil, which he said, even though y'all say, hey, no more paid prio. Well, whatever he's using is still there. This expressly stated in 28 of the FAC, in which plaintiff alleges that is seeking the court's determination to whether Tove possesses a claim to ownership of any and all copyrights derived from Mr. Tracy's creative contributions to the NoPixel server pursuant to the Copyright Act, and whether Tove is entitled to prevent Coil from utilizing such contributions of the permanent and irrevocable license that Tove did not grant. That's their words, okay? When it comes to this license thing, man, it's clear as mud. It's clear as mud, guys. This is made even more expressively clear in the email that they attached, which is Exhibit 1, which we already read, where Tove's, the letter begins Tove's claim for copyright infringement. This is a technicality, guys. This is what you paying your goddamn lawyers to do. Hey, I need this case going. Okay, we can get it going. Now, some people may say ethically this is not right or whatever you want to say. I don't know these guys' agreements, so I have no dog in this fight. Okay? Under that letter states that Tove believes it presently possesses claim for ownership of any of Mr. Tracy's contributions to the development of the game as it exists on the NoPixel server. The letter continues, a significant portion of the code developed for most recent version of the game as it exists on NoPixel server derives from DW's creative contributions. Now, the letter concludes, let me move myself around so you guys can get a clear picture. The section of the letter concludes in pertinent part, Tove believes it possesses significant copyright infringement claims and absolutely intends to bring such claims against NoPixel if Tracy's reasonable demands brought by way of initial January 9th letter is not met. Remember the pay or else, guys. Pay or else. Now we're about to get into the technicality of everything, right? And you can probably see where I said technicality, is it fair? Because I don't know if people want things to be fair or if people just want this goddamn lawsuit to go away. So there can be no doubt that Tove's claim for declaratory relief is actually a claim for copyright. You keep seeing the pattern. Hey, this is a claim for copyright. Plaintiff is aware of this, but is also aware that they cannot sue NoPixel for copyright because it has not met the statutory requirement for the plaintiff to register any such copyright before filing a lawsuit. So I said, hey, this is a technicality, but is it fair? I know my DW people in the chat, and I know we got Coil people in the chat. As this court itself stated, in this lawsuit, copyright registration of a copyright akin to an administration exhaustion requirement that the owner must satisfy before enforcing ownership rights. All right, so there is the legal thing saying you have to have a registered copyright. Okay, Tove did not plead any facts showing that it has registered any copyright. Therefore, the FAC must be dismissed. Now, look, if Coil wins over this, it's fucking game over for Tove. It's game over. And I'm not trying to mince words or say anything crazy, but this is Coil's team trying to find a workaround to get the lawsuit dismissed, saying it's a copyright claim. And sometimes you have a gotcha moment like, oh, you said copyright. It's not, you can't file a copyright because you have no copyright. Plaintiff's attempt to get around the registration requirements set forth in the Fourth Estate case is fruitless because Tove has it backwards. In order to sue for declaratory relief regarding the copyright infringement, the plaintiff must be with fear of being sued, not the one with the affirmative claim. The plaintiff must have a real and reasonable apprehension that he will be subject to liability if he continues the allegedly infringing conduct. Now, look, this is Coil's lawyer being a good lawyer, guys. And this is my interpretation, okay? So we have the plaintiff, which is Tove, has a no fear of liability. Plaintiff has not been threatened with a lawsuit for damages from defendant. The threat that the plaintiff complains of if the FAC, give me a second, let me make it big for you guys. Hopefully you guys you're understanding all this legal jargon that I'm putting down, because I know you guys play the game and someone always clips anything I say about NoPixel. After receiving the letter discussing defendant's copyright infringement, defendant's counsel stated in the February 10th letter that would be recommended their clients that they bring a cause of action for declaratory relief. So basically this is saying no one is going to sue DW. So in order to sue for copyright infringement, you must be in fear of you actually getting sued. And Coil has said in videos he could sue, but he's not. And that is just what it is. But of course, Tove contemplating bringing a claim for declaratory relief of non-infringement does not give Tove standing to bring a claim for declaratory relief that has been infringement. If that were the case, it would completely subvert the Supreme Court's holding in Fourth Estate, Supra, in which the court held that plaintiff must have complied with the registration formalities for bringing a lawsuit of or infringement, which we know there's no copyright number associated to DW's work. I've been saying it from day one. Not that I'm against DW or anything like that. I just have to go by the facts. It's not there. It's not there. Now this is where they about to get into some thick the shits with them. Hey, if plaintiff has not complied with the statutory formalities and is not under threat of liability, the FAC must be dismissed without leave to amend. Without leave to amend is no redos. You can't come back with the amended complaint. So they're saying no redos. Or of course, if the court agrees and dismisses the first cause of action, then the entire case should be dismissed. And that is a legal thing. You can't, that's the head of the snake. Not saying that someone's a snake, but if you chop off the head, how are you going to sue for an accountant and breach of contract if you can't even sue for the first one? Okay? The FAC must be dismissed without leave. This is them asking to, hey, get this case out of here because they do not have a registered copyright. That is the whole basis of their case. And we have 2 more pages left, but you can kind of see where this is going. Okay? They need to basically saying, you need to dismiss this. And if they want, they get a copyright number, then they can refile the lawsuit. But without proof of a registration occurred before the lawsuit was filed, this lawsuit must be dismissed. What do you guys think? All my NoPixel fans. Anything? And then they throw in this 7-3 thing, which says, hey, basically this is them telling on John for not coming to the conference. Okay. And they rehashed the emails and basically it said, hey, maybe Tove thought this was a waste of time, but Zerner has to keep his records that he did reach out and say, I want a conference. And John was like, nah, this shit's good enough. And they say they end it with, hey, we tried the conference with him. Please tell his ass to abide by court rules. And they respectfully ask them to, defendants believe that plaintiff's counsel had participated in the meet and conference. There's at least a chance that this issue could have been resolved without the need for motion practice. Should this case continue on, it is important that the parties are able to discuss their differences as to avoid wasting both their time of the court and on motions that could be resolved with a phone call. Now, look, I know I said a lot, but this goes back to right here, the very first page where they have their hearing set for August 21st. All right. So we probably won't get nothing. We'll probably get another response from Tove on this copyright claim thing. Probably within the next 2 weeks or so. So what do you guys think? I know we it was a long one, but when I cover these lawsuits, I want to make sure I cover every aspect of it, guys. That way you don't say, well, he didn't cover this. Like, no. I've literally showed you every form available for this NoPixel lawsuit. But yeah, lawyers are winning. Lawyers are winning, guys. They are winning. And look, surely they know the requirements needed. But what ends up happening, guys, is lawyers they're gonna shoot their shot. They're gonna shoot their shot. Even in like my divorce. Hey, we need to get an order of protection against Henry. For what? For some shit he did in 2017. He contacted her therapist. But how does that apply to anything today? It doesn't, but if he sees it was so stupid, guys. So stupid, but lawyers gonna lawyer, guys. And shout out to Koyo for having me on his stream and not like blocking me like right away. Like everyone else be like, block, I hate you, Henry. You're putting our shit out. He was cool. I've not been on DW stream. Maybe I'll check it out at some point. And can something like his contributions even be registered for copyright? That is a great question. It's just code. Didn't he write like the oil rig heist and the bank heist? So if you've been following gaming OG, which I appreciate you for watching and contributing, to the conversation. Absolutely. It probably can. But they didn't go through the proper steps. They just filed a lawsuit. Or it probably can't. And then it's like, hey, you can't even follow that. Because you set up PayPal for paid priority. Now, as far as the heist stuff, I don't know, man. I'm not a copyright lawyer. So could he? Perhaps he could get it, whatchamacallit. Or maybe he can't. Maybe they can't. But based on this, right? If everything's true, and I'm just going off the laws that everyone is presenting, at first it was no controversy. Then the controversy became that, give me a second. The controversy became that we don't know who owns NoPixel. We won't have the server and we have a copyright. And now they're saying, hey, this is a copyright case? I thought it was declaratory relief. All right, well, in that case, if it's a copyright case, this shit need to be dismissed because y'all don't have a goddamn copyright. Okay? So you have that. So what are the chances it gets dismissed? Probably high. I mean, guys, it's literally going to depend on what that one video responds with on why it shouldn't be dismissed. Can they get around this being a copyright claim? Because that's what it looks like. You're suing for a copyright claim and you described it as a declaratory relief. And I'm just solely going off what the lawyers are saying. I have no bias in this case. So let's see what it says. I mean, Coyle has big upped his skills a lot. So regardless of what's publicly said, I assume that he has contributed a bunch of other stuff. Well, it's really not about what Coyle contributed. It's more so about what DW contributed. Did DW contribute a bunch of stuff? That's kind of where we're at right now. But how does this go about registering the copyright coding on GTA RP server? That's like above my pay grade. I have no idea. I'm not even going to bullshit you and be like, oh, well, if you want to register a copyright on GTA, all you got to do is, like, what the fuck? Like, now, look, I can look up a copyright claim, and I showed you guys that no copyright exists, but I can't just be like, yo. I can't be like, yo, this is what's going on, guys. This is how you file a goddamn copyright claim. You gotta be like, Henry, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, I don't, guys. I don't know what it goes into a copyright claim. But Coyle is trying to get it dismissed, and he's using a technicality. He's not saying DW didn't do the work, and despite the emails that have been brought up, there's no defamation lawsuit as of yet. So we cover XQC already. Go back in the live stream about 30 minutes. Yeah, I mean, Coyle praised DW a lot in the past. Yeah, but that's the past, bruh. At one point, this person loves the guy that they're trying to rob.
We're not a victim here. You have never been a victim here.
Or did they? So, things change, guys. Things change. I'm perplexed by this thing. I got some stuff, OCs that are made my portfolio like, damn. Anywho, guys, any questions? What time is it? I probably got like 5 minutes of questions. And it could be anything. It don't have to be XQC or NoPixel related. It could be Brent related if you guys really like, hey, you literally met with Brent. Like, yeah, man. I met with Brent. We had a conversation. Shit, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Imagine how many guys are walking around talking about their divorce. It should be many. Every guy should talk about their divorce so unsuspecting men don't get trapped in that shit. And that's real talk. Like, and you want to talk about divorce? You know who's living good? Who's living better now? Eating Gucci sweater now? Tom Brady. And I forgot to cover this story. I forgot to cover it. And we about to go to Tom. Look at Tom, man. Look, Tom Brady, he out here. He like, yo, hey, I know I'm divorced, but so Tom Brady spent the night together. He caresses her face with Irana Shayk, whatever her name is. And you like, what the like, Henry, what? Yeah, man, they out here. They out here. They are out here. Oh, whatever. What does this say? Let's make it bigger. Sources direct knowledge know that Tom Brady and Irina Shayk are indeed dating. We're told they met in May at the wedding of billionaire Joe Namath and model Madison Hedrick in Sardinia. You know, irony, he meets his new chick at a wedding. We'll get back to NoPixel. Give me 1 second. Our sources say a number of models were hitting on Tom, and Irina was one of them. Hey, look, man, she saw him, and she like, look, man.
Gotta get my bag and run.
You know she see Tom. He a fucking high-value target. He probably the most eligible bachelor, right? They spent the entire weekend together where it's rumored that he was clapping her cheeks. Tom Brady seems to have a new love life. And it just so happens to be Bradley Cooper's ex, Irina Shayk. And you know, sometimes they say, it's not your girl. It's just your turn. And now, look, Tom Brady is up at bat because Bradley Cooper is off. Paparazzi caught him and apparently cozying up in LA. Over the course of 2 days, you know he hit that shit on the first night, right? He hit first night. All smiles, and she didn't even leave his place until the following morning around 9:30 a.m. She was like, walk of shame, shit. We got him. He dropped her off. Look at him. He dropped her off, you know, like a gentleman would, like a gentleman could. You know, picked her up in the rose. Like, all right, baby. You know, this weekend was real good. We had a lot of fun. I'm hoping we could do it again when I'm back in town or something. You know, my assistant's gonna contact your ass. You know, he's stroking her cheek. They laughing together. Now here she go right here, right? Now you like Henry. What she look like? Well, let's see. We got, you know. Hey, she looked like his type. She looked like his type with nice little thigh gap. Is that the front or the back? I don't know. But this is his new love
of my life.
New love of my life. I don't know if he's gonna get married or not, but I hope not. Shit, but hey. This is a family show, goddammit. This is a family show. Let's go back to NoPixel. It was some NoPixel questions. It was some NoPixel questions, guys. Let's get up out of there. All right, so copyright seems to exist as soon as you've made it. Just a matter of registering it. Yeah, but you register in code, right? Anyone can register a code. Is there a way to counter the technicalities without registration, without registering say copyright? It sounds like no. Based on Coil's legal team, it sounds like that's going to be a no. If you want to file a lawsuit, because they cited the historical case that requires the copyright to be registered. So that's where we are with that, guys. Thank you for rocking with me. Bradley Cooper's baby mama. Ooh, that's his baby mama. Ooh, hey, look, Tom is not trying to be no stepfather. He's like, look, I got kids. I'm just trying to and stab out. He's like, I don't want to meet your kids. I'm just trying to smash and I'll see you later. You know, shit like that. It'd be like that sometime. All right, guys. Well, if you guys investigative and legal as like, you can kind of say both, right? So my background is fully in investigations. Like most of it, I started my career in investigating shit, investigating people, investigating liars, investigating I'm not gonna say criminals, but anywho, never had a gun and badge, and I did it for 8 years. After 5, I got really good at investigating shit, and they promoted me to train other people. And I was mostly investigating money, like, hey, they trying to get some money from us, Henry. Go see what's what, or hey, I think they owe us some shit. I think they stealing from us, Henry. They stealing. I know we're $1 billion company, but we can't let 5,000 slide. We got go get that shit, boy. Go get them. And then here go me. Hey, how you doing? I'm Henry. What's going on? Hey, we got a call about A, B, and C. I'm just here to ask you a few questions. I am not a cop. You're not under arrest. This is called diffusing them. This is like, hey, letting their guard down. We just gonna have a quick conversation. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. I want to take some pictures, and I'll be out of your hair. And they'll be like, oh, all right, well, cool. Well, come on in. I'll be like, all right, cool, thank you. So, this is a nice, this is a nice establishment you got here. Here's why I'm here. Here's my credentials, and I want to thank you so much for, just cooperating with us and letting us do this thing, because I'm here to do a service for you too. I have no dog in this race. Shit like that. That's like what I say, like, and they'd be like, oh, cool. Now, I would never, someone said investing for insurance companies. I'm not going to say, but it was 20 of us. It was 20 investigators, no lie. And if I tell them I did this stuff, like, people know, they're like, you be doing that shit? I'm like, yeah, man, it's crazy how people are interested or whatever. Did you tell them this story? I'm like, no. I don't tell them no work stories. But whenever I share my work stories, it's always generalities. You never get the specifics because, no, I did not hop out the whip with the goddamn K9. Who wants to put the Falcon thrust or whatever? Do you think Bradley Cooper is as happy as he can be past the button, or do you think he punched in the air right now? Man, look, it's Bradley Cooper, man. He's up there. He could smash every chick that Tom smashed. That's a fact. What's the company I'm a VP for? Goddamn, you a private investigator? Shit. Like, hey, bro. I would never say. Guys, I would never say. Even though they know I do this shit. They know, like, Henry, you be doing that? I'm like, yeah, man, that shit fine. They be like, they just be looking at me like, you ninja. Oh, man. Work stories can get me in legal trouble. If I start telling work stories and be like, oh, man, we got this motherfucker. They'd be like, Henry? Even though I don't even work for the company anymore. So what'll happen, right? Sam brought it up. Let's just say I tell a work story and I identify the parties involved, or I give you guys a small piece of information and you identify the parties involved, and you go back to the company and be like, hey, Henry caught y'all with your goddamn hand in the cookie jar. What the fuck? And then next thing you know, they'd be like, Henry, they'd be pulling up my goddamn streams like, Henry, on this stream, you said this shit. Why would you say that, Henry? Now they suing us. Now they suing you. And then my job be like, hey, you bringing, I don't know what my job would do, but they know I do it. Or whatever. Some people be watching me like, Henry, you do all this shit? I'm like, hey, it's what I do in my free time, guys. How long is XQC case going to last? As long as, I really hope it ends by September, end of September. I really do. Sincerely, I hope it do. So XQC could be free and experience this shit. But realistically, I don't know. Maybe early next year. That sounds like a fun job. The VP job is way more exciting than the investigator job. But the VP job, it comes with a lot of pressure. Like, I'm on vacation now, but I still have to respond to emails. Like, I'm on vacation. And like, yeah. You don't get no vacation. You better respond to the goddamn emails. You better keep the goddamn ship afloat. Like, people can call me right now. Literally, right now. I'll be like, hey, Harry, we need you to do this. And I'll be like, all right, man. Now, I can call my, like, president and be like, hey, you got to do this shit. And he would do it. Because, like, me and the president, or CEO, whatever you want to call him, We came in the game together. And we always looked out for each other. And when he was VP and he got promoted, he was like, "Hey, Henry, put in that, boy." No. Ever thought turning it into a reality show? Yes. Like, but the company I work for would never want people to see behind the curtain. They would never want it. It would be by far one of the best reality shows ever created. But no one wants you to see the inner workings of the company, the inner workings of how we do an investigation, the inner workings of like me giving an interview like, all right, guys, this is what I do. If this is going to be a hostile person, I approach him like this. If this is a nice person, but they're in the wrong, I'm extremely nice. And I know that they're in the wrong before I even show up. It's like, oh man, they fucked, but we gotta go collect the data. And they'll ask me like, hey, yeah, my camera losing focus a lot. They'll be like, hey, do you think we're gonna come out favorable? And here's my line. All I'm here to do is collect the facts, and my boss is gonna make the decision in about 10 business days. Here's his number. You can call him or email him and follow up, and maybe it may be in your favor. This is what we look for. And if it meets the criteria, chances are it's going to be favorable. If it doesn't meet the criteria, it may not be favorable. And they'll be like, well, did you find ABC? And I'll be like, unfortunately, I found no evidence of A, B, and C. So, but, I'm going to take it back to, my boss and see what he does. So whatever. They'd be like, you're really looking out for me. I'd be like, I'm trying. I don't, that's why. So, all right. This is the last time I'm probably going to talk about this. That's why companies hire investigators, right? They want people who are impartial, who have no, like, I was salary. Whether you did it or not, I'm getting paid. I have no financial incentive in things working out in your favor or against your favor. So, treating them like mushrooms? No. Yeah, the price of management. I get the perks of like, I can come and go at my job anytime I want. Meeting days, I have to be there. Like when we have construction meetings, I got to be there. Hey, but you sick? Bring your ass in. Wear a mask. I'll be like, God damn. God damn. They like, just come on in. I'll be like, God damn. Oh shit. I'm like, here's the thing, right? When COVID was doing this thing or whatever, a very high up person caught it. And it was like, we need you to come in. Not me. This person was different. And like, but I got the thing. It was like, this is what we want you to do. We want you to work from fucking like 6 p.m., put in 8 hours and leave. I was like, he did that shit too. And it was like sprayed out. It's like, when you come in, use the back door, only go to your office and leave. Shit, that's how it be happening, man. Mushrooms. Yeah, this is a good one. Mushrooms, feed them ish and keep them in the dark. Even though I knew I was making the decision, but I could make the decision in the field and know that their claim was going to be denied. And it's not insurance, guys, so don't think it was insurance or anything like that. And I just wouldn't tell them. So, all right, I've went way too goddamn long. And I made the cardinal mistake. What mistake did I make, guys? I did not record. Fuck. Y'all gotta remind me. Record the goddamn stream. With OBS, it doesn't automatically record. I have to click start record. So maybe I won't edit tonight. Maybe I'll go to sleep. But anyway, guys, thank you for rocking with me. I really appreciate it. I don't see any more questions. I probably lost everyone on Twitch. Like Twitch be like, we only here for XQC, bro. Once that shit over, we don't give two shits about you. I'd be like, God damn. So the goals for this week for channel wise is to fix my soundboard. So I'm not doing the same ones. I got to do my taxes this week. Goddamn. But that's all good. And I'm taking my daughter out. Got self-care on Thursday. I'll probably stream Tuesday if I can get all the XQC stuff organized. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe Saturday because I'm just free, man. This is what I wanted to do. But I got to edit. That's what kills me. What happened with Brent? I missed that part. I'll clip Brent tonight. It'll probably be up in the morning. It'll probably be up in the morning. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up for you. Because we're at the end of the stream. I mean, like the stream on the way out, guys. Like the stream on the way out if you leaving. But we got somebody asking about Brent. We're going to have a new intro profile. Here we go. Here's the Brent stream. This picture, Brent pulled up on my ass. Wait, your taxes? Yeah, I ain't done my taxes yet. You know why I ain't done my taxes? It was kind of because of my goddamn divorce. I was like, nah. If I do these taxes, she's gonna be like, let me see that income. Let me get a copy of them goddamn taxes. And I was like, fuck. I held it off. It was a legal strategy, guys. It was a legal strategy. But they're gonna be in Brent. And people are like, damn, are you tall? I'm like, yeah, I'm like 6 feet. So Brent probably like 5'7", 5'8". I don't know. He's not the tallest guy in the world. You ever want to cover some stuff on PayPal? They be doing some grimy stuff for real. PayPal? They'll hold your money. If you're doing something crazy, they'll probably hold your money and stall you out. Like Cash App do the same thing. But all right, guys. We had 2 hours and 45 minutes. I went 45 minutes over what I wanted to do. Shout out to Dust for sponsoring the goddamn stream. Shout out to the Primal One and everyone for all their questions. What do you say? But don't you hire the editor? Pay someone to get the weight off your shoulders? Yeah. So here's the thing, right? I do have an editor, but I obviously can't afford to pay him to edit everything. So since I can't pay him to edit everything, that means I have to edit. I have to. And I hate it. I hate editing. But you want to be successful, you got to do the things you fucking hate. That just comes with it. Do I want to edit? No. Do I have to edit? Yes. Ideally you want to upload at least 1 video a day. Some people are doing 3 videos a day, 4 videos, 6 videos a day. One day I just want to do 2 videos a day. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and keep it pushing. But, those are for full-time streamers. I'm not a full-time streamer. I'm a part-time streamer at best. But people have full-time expectations of me, which is fine. But I do it part-time. And lately, the news cycle been stale, if you haven't noticed. It's just been stale. I'm waiting on the CryptoZoo stuff. That's the one that I'm like, where the fuck is where's the thing at? Where's the new court document? Why not ask him to edit but keep the revenue? Because it ain't no revenue, guys. Hey, like, hey, just let him keep the revenue. Like, bro, if you saw my AdSense, you'd be like, oh shit. Trust me. See, here's the thing, right? And he probably watching, like, yeah, hear me talking, hear me snapping. If I was to get to like XQC's level to where my videos were churning out enough and making enough money, I'd be like, hey, you can get, a percentage of all the revenue. But that's not the case. So there are videos I pay him to edit that I actually lose money on. But it's just an investment right now. It's like, hey, I just need content out to get the subscribers, to get in the algorithm, create these clips. So I do have a clips channel. Let's see, HenryResilient clips that I'm doing right here. And it's actually getting some traction a little bit. I got 15 subs. 15 subs on my clips channel. And I'm trying to grow it slowly. Now, I could probably rush it to monetization and just stream on Henry Resilient clips, but this is the clip channels where all the funny stuff is going to be. But I have to, whatchamacallit. It's their job to build the channel. High risk, high reward, fam. Yeah, I know. But we ain't there yet. You think, hey, it takes a lot to build a clips channel. A lot of time, energy, effort. And to be honest, my editor, he in college. So he like, bro, I can't edit full time. I cannot edit full time. He got shit to do. He was like, hey, I'm like, hey, can you edit tonight? He was like, a little. Nope. He's like, I got shit to do in the morning. So I'm like, fuck. All right, so I got to edit tonight. And I made the cardinal mistake of not recording. So I got to probably pull this shit from Twitch. And that's going to take some time. And that's just where it's at, man. So, did you already talk about XQC? Guys, hell yeah, I talked about XQC. Y'all, look, guys, y'all know the XQC juicers do not be playing. Let me test some XQCL. All right, Henry, where's your warrant? What warrant? Henry, a people observer. Tax records be public, yeah? No, tax records are not public. Anyway, no, but you can outsource it to the Philippines and retouch as needed. Here's the thing, right? I'm happy we having this conversation about editing. I had an Indian editor at one point. But what happens is you have to give them the timestamps, and they have no concept of American pop culture. So they're like, "Oh, you give me your live stream, you give me the timestamps, I'll do it for $3 a video, right?" And they like, "You got to do the thumbnail," and I'm like, "Damn, I got to do the thumbnail. I got to give you timestamps." This shit is crazy. Whereas my American editor, or he ain't even American, I ain't gonna say his nationality, but you know, he cool. He Americanized or pop cultureized. I just say, hey, I need you to clip this video and this video. And he like, all right, cool. Sometimes if it's a live stream, like, where are the timestamps? I do the timestamps and he'll create something very funny. Like the meme videos are all him. I don't do the meme videos. If I do a meme video, it's probably like 1 or 2 memes in it. And that's just me like, just quickly doing something. But there you guys go. Now you got me talking about behind the scene ish. Any other questions about like content creation? Like, well, since you're talking about content creation, what about this? Yeah, man, you missed the XQC update. So subscribe to my clips channel, guys. Help me get monetized. And then the goal of it will look like XQC's clip channel with all my funny clips. And then the main shit will be on my main channel. And it's always going to be high quality stuff. But there we go. I got, what's this? 23, 12, 24 views. More stuff will get up there. I'll be clipping more. It'll be like 9 o'clock tonight or damn, he was supposed to drop a video tonight. He was supposed to drop a video tonight. Here, let's check it. Let me check. Let me show you guys. Let me check something real quick while live. Give me a second. Get off this. Get this guy off, man. Yo, why do people hate NMP Nick? So let's see, right? Let's look at a video, right? I'll show you the analytics. All right, here we go. Let me show you guys the screen. You about to see some money. Like, damn. This is a video that I made, or I paid him to make. It made 57 cents. It cost me way more money for him to make this goddamn video. I would never see a return on this. In fact, I lost the goddamn sub. They like, man, I'm here for Power Rangers. What the fuck is this? Oh man. So anyway, guys, I'm always being transparent with you guys. Maybe too much a little bit. So someone like, can we get a quick recap on XQC? What? Oh, it's a member. It's a member. Can we get a quick recap on XQC? Police are testifying allegedly against XQC. And thanks for a sub and send the wizard. Appreciate you. Any lower and you owe them money. Look, guys, I'd be honest with you. Like, people are like, you're making $1 million streaming, covering our life. You're a parasite. I'm like, bro, this video made 57 goddamn cents. The max it'll probably see is $1. So like, if we go into analytics, if you see behind the scene, right? 70 or what was it, like 80 or 90% of the people who watch my content are not sub, but they watch every goddamn video. I'd be like, why do y'all just keep coming back instead of just subscribing? They like, oh no, it's too committal. I'd be like, but here's the thing, guys. I don't get paid off of subs. I get paid off of views. So it doesn't matter if you sub or you don't sub. It's a novelty. It's a novelty. Hey man, I'll always keep it real with you guys. I think that's, now I'm rambling, but I'm actually going off the chat. He said, hey Henry, thanks for explaining and keeping it real. Hey man, what else do I got to do? Passion first, yeah. What's the process for videos with editors? For new videos with editors? Like, I need another editor. For when my regular editor is like, he dealing with college shit or life shit. Because that ends up falling on me. I'm not crying, I'm just stuffy. But typically, when it comes to hiring new editors, it's usually, hey, I need to see a body of work for one. And usually, like, what they'll do is like, hey, first one is at this rate. And if you like it, we'll go to the regular rate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to show you. You make $18 for every 1,000 views. I wish. I mean, if you're going off this right here, no. No, I think this one has a high retention. I don't even think it has a high retention rate. Engagement. Look, average view duration 1 minute and 17 seconds. 36%, which is fine. And what happens when I cover in a, oh, I'm sorry, y'all not even seeing it. What happens when I cover anyone from OTK? The OTK people will just thumbs down the video. Like crazy. They will just thumb it down just because it's NMP. End screen click rate. Audience. Look at this. 173 returning viewers. If you go down to like subbed, here we go. Subscribe. 51% not subscribed. 48.9%. All males. Where the goddamn women at? Where are the women? Where are the women at? Where y'all at? Sam, where you at? United States. Like, these are the analytics. All men, ages 25 to 34. Like, it's a stag party over here. Like, this is what happens, guys. You guys are seeing behind the thing. Discord. I communicate with my editor via Discord. When I was hiring the guy in India, it was via email or Instagram. I meant like record the video. How it works with the editor. He pulls it. He strips it from Twitch Live, which he owed me some videos that he didn't do. And like, it's not even a slight against him or anything. He was like, look, man, I'm going to sleep early. I was like, fuck. So sometimes he'll wake up or whatever. but this is how it works. Probably NMP's bots. Anyway, I know you here saying, thank you, girl. I appreciate you. How your daughter's doing? How your daughter's doing? Hopefully they good. Hopefully they not teasing your ass for watching me. You know how them kids be, girl. Anyway, guys, I'm over here rambling. But I appreciate. I want to play Diablo. That's the thing. I want to play Diablo, but it's like I gotta work. I took off, and I gotta work. I took off my main job to work on my second job, and it's like I want to play Diablo. And my main job, like, you can play Diablo if you want. You can do that. But your YouTube channel is gonna die. Like, fuck, you right. I gotta make some content. But yeah, as you see, half the people who watch my stuff are not subscribed. So hopefully you guys sub to the channel, like the stream. And normally I would have an outro.
Way too much out of your league, actually.
But I really don't. Give me a second. Test full stream. I gotta rework my intros and outros. But anyway, guys, what do you say? Celebrity journalism is addictive. The only thing is sometimes I get lost in the details and can use a recap of what you saying every 5 minutes, and I can follow. Like, here's the thing with the legal stuff, it does get tiresome reading it. Like the NoPixel stuff is so technical. I would love to just come out and say, hey, NoPixel Coil wants to dismiss the case on a technicality that Tove doesn't have a copyright claim. In order to file a copyright thing, you have to have a copyright number. But people are like, what? That's it? I'm like, yeah, that's kind of it, but it's a little deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? I already had, look, there already is a Discord set up for me. It's HenryResilient, and everything breaks on HenryResilient first. So as I get new information, I'll say, hey guys, just want to let you know, I just got this new document. Or hey guys, this is where I'm at with this case. Or hey guys, guess who I met today? Or, you know, all stuff on HenryResilient. The links are in the description. It'll say join my Discord or HenryResilient. Let's see if I can post it. It gets posted too. Here we go, right here. All right, let me Control C. And here, I'll put it out there for you. If you want to join, which I hope you do, join it. And people can actually reach out to me there. You'll catch me faster there than anywhere else. Or maybe like Instagram. So look, Sam, like, yeah, he got one. Sam don't even be on there. She on there, but she don't be on there. So anyway, all right, guys, I went way past my time. It was supposed to be a 2-hour stream, but the thing of marketing, the views. Oh, Primo One. I could talk about content creation for forever, but Jesus. It just whatchamacallit. Nah, you just didn't know. You new here. It's cool. Welcome to the Resilient Art. Well, you know, you're the Resilient family. Members is the army. Members get the. Hey, but people been rocking with me for a long time. Y'all remember when I was lagging in 720p on a little desktop? Now we eliminated the lag and whatchamacallit? Okay, she spends most of her time writing, but she goes through. All right, cool. All right, guys and gal, I am about to get out of here. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Please like the video on the way out. And I will see you in the next live stream, whenever that may be. And I'm probably not going to edit tonight. I'm just going to go to sleep because I'm tired. Because I was up talking early to Brent and playing with my goddamn daughter and all this other shit. So, and when I end it, I'm just going to end it, man. All right, no outro. No nothing. What you do with that laptop is still there. I'm actually going to use it for my workout room. So I can have access when I'm working out in my new room. Like, now the house is mine. It is like, I'm gonna paint. Hopefully this back wall gets painted before Friday or before Monday. And it's just sky's the limit. Like, I'm so happy, guys. I don't sound like it, but I'm like, I'm so happy. I'm still paying alimony because child support is stupid. But all that money's gonna come back. That shit's gonna be coming right back. All that good stuff. But yeah, see you in the Discord. All right, guys, I'm ending the broadcast. It's been so fun and so real and so live and so vibrant. And I gotta go. I'm tired. I'm gonna wake up and edit.